Hello!
Hello!
How is everyone today?
It's Noctuary Day.
It is.
And I'm finally doing push to talk, so my lines should be so crisp today.
Yes. Oh shit. I forgot.
What?
This controller input nonsense. When I'm playing Monster Hunter, I have to swap A, B, and XY compared to this. And I have to do that like on a completely different piece of software because computers are stupid.
Oh dear.
It's not a huge deal. I just had to open up a different piece of software to change the inputs. It's
Gotcha.
Still dumb. Computers are dumb. But to those of you who might have forgotten what happened last episode, we managed to retake Earthcaress Beacon, and then we took the boat off to Starshard, and that's where we're headed now. We've just arrived.
And we found out that the turtle boat eats people.
Indeed. The dark critter tide on the south side of Earthcaress Beacon was taking shape. When we were at a loss, Miss Hart approached us in her relic ship and said that due to the dire situation at Starshard, the acting head, Miss Wishia, had asked her to come to the captain of the Arb Rangers, namely Alina, to ask for help. It turns out that Starshard Beacon is facing a once-in-a-century dark critter tide. It has issued a special level dark critter activity alert, urgently needing the captain of the Arbor Rangers to assume personal command in the front line. Alina and I brought along Fabrica and the body of Lumina and immediately departed. We didn't realize that the pursuers of light pollution had been lurking inside the relic ship. Although the process was a bit unexpected, we finally got rid of the enemies. We finally arrived at Starshard Beacon again.
Guardia Heart, your fave is problematic. What are you gonna do? Sheepy.
Take this!
Pursuit. Attack.
I love the sound effect. Just being gunk.
Donk. Didn't we just say to avoid dark critters? Hey, they recolored the old picture.
Yeah. After Lena and there it is. After Alina and Fabrica repelled the dark critters, Fancia caught up with Lumina on her back.
I'm not really good at dodging attacks while carrying someone.
Thanks for your hard work. Just a few more steps. We're almost there. I just wanted to partner up with Fabrica.
Synergy attack. Test successful.
She seems to be able to read others' fighting styles and learn from them. You're amazing, Fabrica.
Thank you for your after-sales evaluation.
After sales. No, you're not a product for sale.
Fabrica sometimes says inexplicable words.
She needs further language lessons for sure.
I wonder what Genia's doing right now. She was about to make peace with Miss Cold and Starshard Beacon in the dream.
Maybe that was just wishful thinking on our part. Of course, we should communicate with Brita. I vaguely remember that in reality she's not that
In front, multiple illuminators.
Not far from Starshard Beacon, several familiar figures are waiting for them.
Welcome back! Captain Alina and... Huh?
Are you Miss Fancy a Dream?
Yes, I am.
I'm so touched that you all from Starkiss came to welcome me. Because of the severe Dark Critter activity, we've temporarily stopped performing. So, please, treat us like ordinary illuminators.
Who is this girl again? Oh, oops. I forgot how Alina introduced them to me in the dream. We can also participate in some small-scale battles. Just give us the order if you need us.
You've been doing a great job as the administrator of the beacon, Wishia.
Wow, Alina, you feel different. You're more like when you were our fan. As far as I can remember, this is the first time I've seen you compliment someone after becoming the captain. That's so sad. Alina, what happened to you?
The stress really got to her.
Oh.
Well, I'm also reflecting on my past behaviors.
It seems that Alina has been strict with everyone after she was promoted.
Excuse me. Although it's a bit rude, I feel like I have to confirm something. I heard that Miss Dream is a light pollution member.
Silly sister, since she's coming back with Alina, let's just say she abandoned that landfill.
Abandoned that landfill. Cool! What a great phrase! I'm gonna remember it.
Alina Knight's song will remember that. Phrase detected, learned. Finally, you learned something useful.
Anyway, you don't have to worry about Fancia. She's here to help us, and I can vouch for her as the captain of the Arbor Rangers. Okay, I see.
Let's talk inside the beacon. It's not safe outside. By the way, who's that illuminator Miss Dream is carrying on her back? Is she injured?
Let's explain inside.
Feels like we have to explain everything all over again every time we go to a beacon.
Fabrica, you stay here and continue to guard the sage's body.
You know, I'm just remembering, like, traumatic things happened in a room that looks like this. And remember when I told you about that that whole fictional world I was coming up with from middle school onwards?
Yeah.
Like the people in the rainforest who like had the white eyes, like the way I drew the eyes is exactly like Fabrica's eyes.
Amazing.
Roger.
Fancia, maybe you should rest too.
No, maybe this is appropriate yawn. I'm fine. Let's go see Wishia quickly.
Alright. That's not really the take. It'd be more like, alright. The hull of the Starshard beacon is packed with illuminators. The enormous beacon is almost at full capacity.
Everyone, please try to rest and keep quiet.
How can we rest? I've been trapped here for almost a week! When will the alert end?
There's too little food. We're starving.
I want to see the illuminator in charge. I want to sleep in a separate room.
Everyone, please submit your requests in writing if you have any. It feels so familiar. After all, we had a defense battle in Starshard Beacon before. When illuminators are gathered together, all sorts of problems arise, but there's nothing we can do.
So, if you remember, there's a one scene during the dream where she pulled out her weapon and she was like, why did I even do that?
Yeah. Oh.
That wasn't her memory resurfacing there.
Oh, shit.
Let's sneak away. I don't want to be recognized and bombarded with questions.
Oh, why are you shunning your responsibility as the captain? She did that.
Avoiding responsibility is shameful, but also useful. Wait, who said that line in the dream?
I can't remember.
At a corridor of Starshard Beacon, Fancy and Alina meet Wishia, who is waiting for them.
Let's talk here. Apologies, we didn't have time to properly welcome you.
I don't mind, but what happened to the conference hall?
Right now, everywhere is filled with illuminators. There's no choice. Due to the Level S Dark Critter activity alert, no one can stay in the surrounding buildings. Everyone has to return to the beacon. Rooms, halls, they're all full of illuminators or piled up with supplies. Do we have sufficient supplies? No problem. We've planned for a month's worth of reserves.
I see. So there isn't much space left. I understand. It's not easy to organize everything so well. Wishia, you're amazing.
Wow! I was prized twice in one day by the heroine of Starshard Beacon. Since they entrusted the beacon to me, you can rest assured.
Look at her little smile.
Yeah, mischievous.
She's like, yes. Yes. The title heroine is just a vanity. The real heroines are everyone in Starshard Beacon.
I agree. The next question is, what's the next step? The illuminators at the outpost reported that the onslaught of the Dark Critter Tide is only a few days away. I have no experience in organizing illuminators for battles. I'm counting on you, Captain Alina.
Sure enough, that's my duty. But there should be a better candidate to consult in Starshard Beacon, right?
You mean Madame Spectrica?
She directly led the last defense battle in Starshard Beacon, right?
There's probably no one in this world who knows better than Madame Spectrica on how to defeat dark critters. But she's still a prisoner. Oomph is problematic. Without the main beacon's order, I can't go see her alone.
It's fine. I'm representing the main beacon now. Lead the way. At the feet of Starshard Beacon, there is a well-decorated small courtyard. So she was locked up in her own house?
Not Spectrica with the ankle bracelet. Yeah, it's quite troublesome. According to the Level S alert, she should also be inside the beacon.
Let me guess. She refused.
Yeah. She refuses to go to the beacon and says that if the dark critters come, then let them come. Aw, poor Spectrica. That's so classic Spectrica. It would be great if you could persuade her.
Hello. Please state the secret code.
Let me think. Today, it's Starshard Beacon welcomes you.
Correct. Please come in. You're using your band's song titles as the secret code?
Wow, you actually know this song? It's a very obscure early work created as the theme song for a beacon festival.
I'm a fan of yours. I know all your songs.
Aw, I'm so touched. She's also a hardcore fan in reality.
Yeah.
Madam Spectrica is inside the room. You, go see her first. I'll wait for you outside.
Thank you. After the guard unlocks the triple locks on the door, Elena and Fancia enter Spectrica's place of confinement.
Greetings. Oh my god, it's been so long.
There she is.
Huh?
And Rowan's not here to see Miss Boobs.
Oh no. It's you two.
Commander of Light Pollution. Oh, Rowan is here to see Miss Boobs.
Yay.
Wonderful. Madam Spectrica puts down a book and glances sideways at the visitors. You have us quiet because you're making Manhunter character. Ah! I joined really fast, so I just made my character super quickly. And I was like, what hairstyle should I give him? And then I made him Bald, so that's his name. Bald. With like 7 L's.
Incredible. So bald.
Yep, Bald. And then his dog is named Good Boy, and his cat is named Evil Nero.
Oh, evil Nero.
Yep.
Nero, but evil.
Yep.
Did you read the last narration?
Did I? Madam Spectrica puts down a book and glances. Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry. Come, let me make some tea for you.
Madam Spectrica stands up, and the heavy shackles on her feet make a metallic sound.
Her ankle bracelet!
No need. We'll do it ourselves. Madam Spectrica.
I just want to stretch my legs a bit. Sitting here all the time is so boring.
Elena and Fancia briefly explain their journey and how they ended up here after being severely injured and narrowly escaping from death.
It's funny to imagine just off frame is like this ball and chain. She's dragging around heavily on the floor. The situation is very dangerous, Madam Spectrica. The Dark Critter Tide is approaching, and what we need now is unity. If Illuminators continue to fight each other, then everything will be irredeemable.
brain was like, what we need now is unity. It's like, I don't know, man. You seem to be working perfectly fine with the engine you got.
What is this engine?
I have no idea. But doesn't seem like they need Unity for this. They're doing a pretty good job.
Unity's gotten, like, a weird PR lately.
作為你嘅副官，我希望你可以考慮我嘅說話。
As the vice leader of light pollution, I hope you can consider my words.
作為有願者嘅隊長，我想表達我嘅誠
And
意。
as captain of the Arbor Rangers, I also want to show my sincerity.
只要你可以叫光污染停止破壞行為，
As long as you
我
can
會即刻
stop the
放咗你。
destructive actions of light pollution, I'll immediately release you.
哦，你有咁嘅權力咩？關押我好似係希爺嘅決定喎。
Oh, do you have that authority? Imprisoning me was Bonfia's decision, wasn't it?
作為有願者嘅隊長，我認為我可以代表希
As the
爺大人。
captain of the Arbor Rangers, I think I can represent Madame Bonfia.
但係佢未必係咁諗。
I don't think she agrees with you.
如果你一定要希爺大人嘅保證，我可以聯繫佢過
If you
嚟。
really want Madame Bonfia's guarantee, I'll contact her to come here.
而家最迫切嘅係要停戰，暗秀
The
好快
most
就會攻擊
urgent
天
thing
星
right
塔。
now is a ceasefire. Starshard Beacon is about to face the attacks of the Dark Critters. Why are you stop that?
我哋都希望可以借助你嘅智慧同埋經
We
驗。
also hope to benefit from your experience and wisdom.
係咩？咁我問你，你哋肯唔肯啟動天星炮？
Really? Then let me ask you, are you willing to activate the Starshard cannon?
如果我冇估錯，賢者遺體你哋已經帶咗返嚟。
And if I'm guessing correctly, you've also brought the sage's body here, right?
居然可以估到，
How did she know about that?
唔係喎，陣夜大人俾人囚禁嘅時候都可以下達指令，咁就證明有
Madam
人俾情報
Spectrica could also give us orders while being imprisoned, which means someone else was feeding her information.
佢可能已經知道我哋係點樣走出嚟嘅，又係點樣阻止伊蘭塔嘅光污染行動。
She probably already knew how we escaped and stopped light pollution in Earthcrest Beacon.
好對唔住啊，陣夜大人，
I'm sorry, Madam Spectrica.
我哋唔可以為咗天星炮犧牲其他光線。
We can't sacrifice other illuminators for the sake of activating the Starshard cannon.
你當時幫我去採集細星石嘅時候唔係咁講嘅喎，此爺。
You didn't say that when you helped me collect the Starlit Stones, Fancia.
咁係因為
That's because...
燈塔炮咁樣嘅武器，負面因素好難估計。
Weapons like the beacon cannons have immeasurable negative consequences.
而家形成嘅超級暗獸潮，可能就同當時打亂咗光暗平衡有關。
The super dark critter tide we're about to face now may be related to the disruption of the balance between light and darkness from the very beginning.
我哋唔可以為咗貪圖一時嘅白晝，而步入更恐怖嘅黑夜。
We shouldn't walk into more terrifying darkness just for a temporary daylight.
又係希爺嘅理論，
It's the same as Bonfia's ideology.
為咗所謂嘅未來，犧牲而家，但係發現犧牲咗嗰啲嘢之後，乜嘢都得唔到。
Sacrificing the present for the so-called future. But without the present, the future is just empty.
唔怕老實講，我唔會同意停戰，除非主塔承認光污染嘅理念。
Let's cut to the chase. I won't agree to a ceasefire unless the main beacon acknowledges the concept of light pollution.
贊野大人，你都知道係冇可能㗎。
Madam Spectrica, you know that's impossible.
係咁，你哋返去啦。另外，
Well then, I think it's time for you to leave. And also...
Madam Spectrica looks at Fancia and sighs.
我對你好失望，此爺。
I'm very disappointed in you, Fancia.
你唔再係我嘅副官啊！
You're no longer my vice leader.
Fancia and Alina leave the place of confinement.
I'm so sad.
Stop doing that. Stop sighing. If Madame Spectrica was that easy to convince, she wouldn't have attracted followers of light pollution.
Indeed. I understand that very well.
Let's go and prove it to her.
Prove what?
We don't need extreme measures like using the Starshard cannon to protect the illuminators of Starshard Beacon. We could fight with our own hands.
I'll follow your lead, Alina.
If we can win in Dreamland, we'll definitely be fine in reality.
Interesting logic.
Alrighty.
Oh, a
We
girl.
got a couple of side quests.
I'm feeling Spectrica.
Spectrica? Alright. The stems of sunset calendula can be preserved for hundreds of years, are hard-wearing and washable, and are often used as material for tools, weapons, and even jewelry. However, due to its hard texture, the material itself is very difficult to handle, and in particular, it cannot be bent by baking. Therefore, basically, it can only be used as whatever it grows into, which greatly limits its scope of use.
Oh, is that something about how she's stubborn?
Fancia came to Spectrica's single prison cell alone. She wanted to speak to her former commanding officer again and plead with her to reconcile.
Reconcile.
To reconcile. There's no E at the end. To reconcile.
Reconcile.
Reconcile. But
You know this is a waste of time, Fancia. Can't we cooperate for the time being? You also know my answer to that. Maybe there's something to talk about if you can ask Bonfia to come over. You're fully aware of the current situation in Starshard Beacon, right? At least, we should join forces to get through this together. It's the same reason every time, and I'm tired of it. Have you ever thought that the reason we have to face these difficulties is because the main beacon can use them as an excuse? By doing things in light pollution's way, the main beacon will lose its current power and authority. You've told me this before. So you don't believe me. Let's change the subject. How about cutting me loose? I can't do that. Then I have nothing more to say to you.
Spectrica shook the shackles on her hands and made a gesture to dismiss her guest.
Madam Spectrica, if I could make the sun rise again, would you give up? What are you going to do? Find Madam Elixa and resurrect her. Well, you go ahead and try.
Spectrica suddenly laughed.
I've been trying that for a long time, but there is no book in the world that suggests where she is. If you can find it, then go for it. And if I succeed, then I would consider reconciling with the main beacon. Assuming that the unquenchable sun really does rise. That's a deal.
Vancia turned around and left. Staring at her silhouette, Spectrica let out a sigh of relief inside her cell.
Vancia, Alina. I've tried all the ways to save the world. What do you think you can do? Ooh.
Short and sweet, but we're not quite done. So,
I think we should save Miss Violinist for last. So I think we should go down in order. I think we should go
Alright.
Starkiss, then Alina, then. Do you think that's a good idea?
it's fine.
Okay.
The exact order is not that important. We have to go through all of them eventually, so.
True, but I didn't know if there was a good flow or something.
I don't remember anything about any particular flow, but
Okay.
I will say there is more than one for her.
Oh, maybe we should. Okay, maybe we'll after this one we'll skip to her and then back or something.
Although some illuminators believe that Lightweaver is a famous but useless plant, and that its value as a horticultural flower is overestimated, it has never been mainstream. Recently, some researchers have discovered the medicinal value of Lightweaver, such as treatment of hearing ailments, which will increase the popularity of Lightweaver among illuminators. The population. I mean, it would also increase the population of Lightweaver among illuminators because they'd be growing more, but
Yeah.
that's not exactly what they meant.
Bizarre.
This is a bizarre story told by the former main vocalist Wishia to Fancia. In the place of Spectrica Starfall's house arrest, Starshard beacon. Bizarre.
What brings you here? You're not here to persuade me to go back to Starshard Beacon again, right? It might not be the case, judging from your expression. I can't believe you're showing that look. You should really show that to your fans. What? Don't you girls always bounce around with the mantra of delivering hope? How are you going to cheer up other illuminators if you don't even believe in yourselves anymore? Madam Spectrica, you still care about Starshard Beacon, right? You're free to feel that way if you want to. I just hope so. After all, you're the true head of Starshard Beacon. Everyone knows that. We Starkiss used to be able to put on so many shows thanks to you. I know it was you who first suggested a musical performance to boost the morale of the Arbor Rangers. Huh. I'll take it as a compliment. It looks like you're starting to understand what it means to manage a beacon, aren't you? Yes, I'm responsible for some of the duties and decide almost everything. So, there are many things that I can't say to Blessa, because they're the ones who need to be protected. She needs a therapist. So you came to talk to me? You're asking me, a prisoner, for advice, like those two naive girls the other day? If it's possible. But I know you won't say anything more to me. Don't take yourself too lightly, little girl. Didn't you lead that little group of yours well in the past? The fact that Illuminators have elected you as a beacon administrator in this time of crisis shows that they have always trusted you. I realize now how heavy that trust could be. I'd be sad and devastated if a gig failed, but it's nothing compared to now. So I admire you for enduring all that pressure yourself.
How very
Go ahead.
glib.
Rip, how very glib.
Oh, I know. Why did they have
I
to
know.
kill it?
Now they're just like, do you
Do
believe in
believe
Eorzea?
Eorzea?
Go ahead and be responsible, little girl. Once you're in a position where you need to be responsible for others, anxiety never ends.
Looks at all of the dialogue saying that Alina has been so hard-headed when she took up the role of captain.
Oh, also I was thinking, like, I forget who, it was somebody was telling me the other day, or maybe it was something I was watching that was like, you know, after you have kids, you're gonna be worried about them always. So once you're responsible for others, anxiety never ends. I'm like, damn.
Yep.
Be responsible for others.
Both lapsed into silence.
It's not a bad thing, is it? Only illuminators with appropriate abilities will be looked up to and will need to be accountable for others. The more powerful an illuminator, the more responsibilities she has to carry.
Thinks about the sun.
Oh god, yeah. The most powerful one is the biggest responsibility. Oh, whoops. In this regard, it's just like Madame Inlixa. Because she has the power to illuminate the entire Inlixa-land, she also carries the hopes of all illuminators in Lixa-land. It must be tough for her.
Yeah.
Ha! You've only just become a beacon administrator and you're already thinking in Madame Inlixa's shoes? Not everyone can be the sun. No, I never wanted to be the sun. Might as well say I don't want to be the sun. But it's not like I never expected to be anything. As an illuminator of Starshard Beacon, perhaps I've aspired to be a star since I was a child.
Huh?
Oh?
Joke's on you, the sun is a star! Ha ha!
God damn it! After all, long before I was born, the sun was already extinguished. For me, who has never seen the sun, the stars are the only light in the endless darkness. Although their light is very weak, together, they can also brighten up the way. Huh. Interesting, says Spectrica Starfall. Sorry for saying something so stupid. Saying something so stupid at a time like this, it's worth valuing. Maybe there is some kind of special charm that's exclusive to you. Stars. I had never considered that their light could converge. Also, when I was little, the illuminator who took care of me always told me that those who passed away were transformed into stars in the sky. So I guess one day I'll be one of them and do what I can to illuminate the darkness for other illuminators. Although my abilities are limited, if everyone joins in together, it's not a bad idea after all. I seem to understand a little bit why they selected you to be an administrator. Was that a compliment, Madam Spectrica? You could say that. Going by the way things are going today, even if you're not an Arbor Ranger, you're still qualified. Maybe it's time for the whole only an Arbor Ranger can be in charge thing to change. I don't think so. I'm not even close to the other seniors. But I have Blessa and the girls to help me, so... Even if we're weak, as long as we stand together, we'll become stronger, correct? That's what Fancia was saying. Yes, I think so. Interesting. I've never tried to think of it in that light. Yeah, because you're super strong. As powerful as you are. What?
It's like... Oh yeah, I forgot that regular people...
Need help, yeah.
I forgot that teamwork was a thing that works.
Yeah. As powerful as you are, it's normal to not see the perspective of us ordinary illuminators. It's not like I could fight, manage, and all that from the get-go. Miss Flame, she taught me a lot. Ooh, that's gotta be painful enough.
As soon as the words left her mouth, Vectrica visibly froze for a moment before revealing a bitter smile.
Oh no!
It's like, oh no, I have to admit that she was right.
I'm still used to calling her Miss. You know we've broken up. What? What?
That is definitely a
Relationship?
way to word that.
Hello?
Happy June.
Damn, happy Pride Month to Spectrica and Bonfia.
Bonfia Flame.
Even Swishy is like,
Spectrica inaudibly sighed softly and cast her eyes out the window.
I was born before you, but also I never saw the sun with my own eyes. In those days, everyone's memories of the sun were more vivid and even seemed a bit intense. God, this really is just Shadowbringers backwards.
Nobody could remember what the night sky looked like. Thinking about the scene where Urianger writes poetry for the night sky.
Yeah, very sweet. Gestola asked for it. So much so that it made me yearn for it too. After all, legends say everything was beautiful in the Elixir era. Much more beautiful than it is now.
I don't know, it's about the same, except the sky looks different half the time.
Well, it's also like the colors are brighter and stuff for while everything's happening is like the kind of idyllic backgrounds from the beginning of the game. We kind of took it for granted. We thought like everything was gonna be like pretty bright colors.
To be fair, those pretty bright colors are still there.
Yeah, but nobody's seeing them.
Yeah.
No, I'm not yearning for an Elixir era. I want to be that sun. Madam Spectrica? What did you just say? Oh, never mind. Well, that's very interesting. I've been cooped up so long that I can't believe I'm talking so much to a little girl like you. But I learned a lesson from you, so this conversation kind of paid off. Lesson? Well, I'm honored. Also, talking to you has taught me a lot.
The two of them fell silent once again, coincidentally casting their gazes toward Starshard Beacon under the night sky.
Although in a different way, and perhaps we'll never be able to do what you've done. But I'll run Starshard Beacon well, and I'll be responsible for those illuminators until I become a star. You're phrasing it quite romantically, but it's not a preferred way of speaking for an aged illuminator like me.
Old.
But it seems like it could actually be done if it was you. No, not me. Us. Not me. Us.
You know you can't beat me. I know. But he can.
I boasted in front of Madame Spectrica, but in fact, I haven't figured out how to protect Starshard Beacon yet. Can somebody help me out? Greetings. I'm so sorry everybody is me. Huh?
I was expecting it for this part of the game.
Oh, you knew ahead of time.
Appeared in front of Wishia. Like, I kind of expect. There's a couple of points where, like, there's gonna be a lot of characters that are like, oh, it's just all her. That's fine.
I can give it a try if you need help. Who are you? Oh no, they haven't met yet. Although it happened in the dream, my fireflies have collected the scattered fragments as well. She knows shit? Thank you so much, Wishia. How I wish we really knew each other. What? Thank me? For what? Now, I found my new self. Anyway, I'll try my best to help you. Our life is destined, but till the last moment, I'll show up for as long as you need me. Wait, was she another dreamer? Like an additional dreamer?
Not exactly. You'll kind of see in an instant, the green-haired illuminator scattered into specks of shattered light, and then disappeared without a trace.
These are fireflies? What exactly happened just now? Show up as long as I need her? Could it be that the green-haired illuminator is a deity? Wrong green-haired illuminator.
Wrong green-haired illuminator, indeed.
Yeah, let's start with her next, yeah.
What would the petals of the silver lining look like? This one is
Silver lining.
50% damage reduction after character swapping. Not as important as I want. It's pretty nice, but
I want to see her flower at least.
this happened soon after Fancy and Alina returned to Starshard Beacon. With this precious moment of spare time on their hands, Alina and Wishia started chatting. You must be really tired lately, Wishia.
It's not really that tiring with everyone from Starkiss helping me out.
But how is Floresca doing? Did she move back to Starshard Beacon from the cabin? I haven't seen her for the last couple of days.
Floresca?
Wishia wore a puzzled expression.
Floresca, is she your friend?
Huh? Floresca joined Starkiss. Yeah, I experienced it in my dream. Don't they know each other in reality? I can't can't recall.
Alina?
Nothing. She's a friend of mine. She's a big fan of Starkiss. I thought you would know each other.
Oh, that's a shame. We've stopped performing for now, but anyway, I thank her for her support. I'm not sure about the whereabouts right now. By the way, now that all illuminators around Starshard Beacon have been gathered in the beacon, she must be here as well. Do you need help to look for her?
Where's she,
What's wrong, Blessa?
The defensive line has been built up and needs your final confirmations.
Well, fine. Sorry, Alina,
Okay, you better get going.
Alright, let's go, Blessa.
Lessa ran in the direction of the conference room with Wishia in tow. They're able to handle Dark Critter attacks of this magnitude already. Oh, right, Floresca. We gotta look for her. In the dream she was living in a excuse me. In the dream she was living in a very remote place. In the unlikely event that she's still in the forest cabin, she must be brought to Starshard Beacon. Oddly enough, she's nowhere to be found. Well, there are numerous illuminators in Starshard Beacon right now. Everyone is basically gathered together. It shouldn't be hard to find her. Is it possible she's still inside the store? Blah, 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 blah. Is it possible she's still in... Why am I not saying inside properly? She's still inside the forest cabin?
Drink some water, that usually helps me. Oh, Alina!
Oh, Fancia. How are things right now?
The collected supplies have been stocked up, and so far it doesn't look like there will be any shortages at all. See, it's happening to me too. I'm gonna drink some water. You've been scurrying around. Are you looking for someone?
Well, I haven't seen Floresca. By the way, Fancia, do you not know Floresca?
Well, if I recall, I haven't heard the name Floresca in reality. She's a friend of yours from Earthcrest Beacon, isn't she?
Sort of. Except I haven't seen her in years since she moved to Starshard Beacon and I went to Rosecrown Beacon. She did write to me occasionally, but it wasn't long before we lost contact. I saw her again in my dreams. I guess it was just me piecing her together from her few letters. Yeah, I was just misreading. But she should have been living near Starshard Beacon all along. I'm sure of it.
All illuminators near Starshard Beacon should be inside the beacon by now, right?
Yeah, but I can't find her anywhere. In my dreams, she was living near a forest cabin, and I think I still roughly remember the route to visit her. I'm afraid Starshard Beacon Arbor Rangers didn't find her when they were gathering nearby illuminators.
Alina, as much as I hate to say it, actually, maybe she has...
I know!
Fancia, don't be a Debbie Downer.
But...
It's possible she doesn't have the same disease in reality.
Oh, she does.
God damn it. Well, then
Whoops.
Well, then I'll tag along with you to find her.
Fancia.
After all, I'd like to try and save all the illuminators out there, too. Alina, are you sure this is the right direction?
At least, in my dreams it is.
But dreams are just a reflection of our own consciousness. In reality, you don't even know where she lives, do you?
But she must be inside the forest. She mentioned several times in her letters that she was living alone in the forest because she wasn't used to living with others. So there's a bit of foreshadowing that I noticed on my second playthrough that was kind of funny. That I wouldn't have figured that out. But noticing it on my second playthrough was pretty cute. When we're having the Alina side story, where she's telling the story of how Floresca joined Starkiss. At one point, Yuya is like, "Is this how she thinks that she joined Starkiss? Whatever." Because Yuya knows about what's going on, so she's just like, "Wow, this is fucking stupid."
Oh no.
She's commenting on how Alina is just making shit up.
Oh man. Then is she an Arbor Ranger? Does she have combat abilities?
From my prior knowledge, no. She hasn't been in good health after all.
This Floresca mostly already. Anyway, the Dark Critter tide won't come for a few more days, so in the meantime, just stay with Alina until she gives up. Damn, Fancia!
Fancia, this is odd. Don't you think there are more and more fireflies in this forest?
Huh?
Oh, I don't really feel anything. Hasn't there always been a lot of fireflies that guide us in the wild? If I had to say, there's probably more of them than usual.
I remember Fancia.
What?
Floresca. Ever since she was a child, Floresca was always... These fireflies! They are Floresca!
Fireflies? They are Floresca? Floresca, when you say Floresca, you're not talking about an imaginary friend, are you?
No, Floresca's real! If I remember correctly, she was born with special powers. Another destined child, just like Miss Graves. She can manipulate fireflies. When I was a kid and I went to the forest and got lost, she controlled fireflies to show me the way out.
In that case, those fireflies that guided us in our dreams are also...
That's right. It's Floresca from my memories. So, you see these fireflies? Floresca! She must be alive! She's in this forest somewhere! For now, just follow the fireflies.
What an amazing ability. Then let's go find her and bring her back to Starshard Beacon. So she's just a bug girl.
Yeah.
Bug girl illuminator.
Another weird illuminator living in the woods, surrounded by a specific type of creature. Because
More
of
like
her
destined
unique
for loneliness.
Destined for loneliness, surrounded by a specific type of creature that exists, that is constantly around her due to her unique ability.
Oh.
Unfortunately, Floresca doesn't get to talk to the fireflies. They don't speak English. This way! The direction of the cabin wasn't too far from the one in her dreams.
What's that sound?
Doesn't sound anything good.
This cabin. Could it be?
I think this must be her cabin. Damn! There are actually so many dark critters. Whether Floresca is still in the cabin or not, we have to wipe them out first.
Okay.
No, my perfect!
No.
Perfect score ruined. Oh, I was so close. Sedge. I should have just ulted.
I mean, how often have you actually had a damageless run so far in these
A
streams?
handful of runs. Handful of stages. That one was actually really close to being good. Like, I was like, maybe I should ult, and then I got hit, and I was like, no! If I had ulted, I would have won!
All right. They were much easier to handle than I expected. Alina, the fireflies are suddenly starting to fly off to nowhere. Did you notice that?
Yeah? Yeah, I think so too. Come on, Fancia. Let's get inside the cabin. Floresca! Alina and Fancia rushed inside the cabin and looked around. The cabin was small. The interior furnishings were in full view and did not look like it was inhabited in any way.
Maybe she was transferred to Starshard Beacon. Let's go back and check.
It's not right. This place has obviously been unoccupied for a long time. Even if she went to Starshard Beacon, it should be very recent. Alina stepped inside as she was speaking, presumably to see if there were any more clues.
Huh? Alina, look on the table.
The table? Looking over in the direction where Fancia was pointing, there was a notebook lying on a dusty table. It was probably left behind by Floresca! No, it's not good to read it without permission.
Let's not think about that at a time like this. Let's see if she wrote anything.
Okay. Alina flipped open her notebook. Seems to be Floresca's diary?
The flower of the blessed flower seems to be the
It's-
blessing flower, the blessed flower.
The blessed flower. Oh no.
Seems to have been increased
The editors
wise 'cause
missed
of
this
Floresca.
one too.
No.
I'm telling you, like, it just needs one more good editing pass and it'll be like 10 out of 10.
I think more like 2 more,
Maybe
including
2,
with an editor who's like enthusiastic about writing.
yeah.
Maybe this means that she's still alive? If I read the diary, I might be able to figure out exactly where she went. Okay, makes sense to go with the second one right away. Let's just go with the second one right away.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back
You were
before
not
I do
alone.
this.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I need to
I need to
get
do
something
this
too.
and then... Hang on, I can do this. 3, 2, 1. Whee!
Weird. Oh, there he goes! You're gone! Where did he go? Okay. What's up, everyone? I'm back with the snack. Starshard defense once again. Man, why are we always at Starshard for the Dark Critter Tide? Oh, he stole your chair.
And I'm back.
Hello!
I should have clicked confirm so that the music was playing while I was gone. That was my bad.
It's alright.
Anyway, Silver Lining is recorded in the Inlixa Plant's Handbook as a low-growing plant that grows at the base of large trees and the gaps between shrubs and so on. Its petals are small and its blooming is very inconspicuous, but the plant as a whole seems to have entered some sort of symbiotic relationship with fireflies, resulting in the fact that it's always found in areas with fireflies.
Pollinators.
Mm-hmm.
I actually have no idea if fireflies are pollinators. That might be
I don't
interesting to
think
look
they
up.
are. Let me look this up.
I don't have to right at this moment, but I guess it's interesting to know.
Oh, I forgot to... Hang on. I forgot to read the last line. Fancy and Alina are reading a diary left by Floresca Forrest in her cabin.
Moved to Starshard Beacon. Hopefully it was the right decision. The crowd inside the beacon makes me uneasy because I'm embarrassed to practice for fear of disturbing others. I want to move to somewhere less crowded. Recently, it seems like my health has deteriorated again, but it could just be my imagination. I hope it's just that. Had a nightmare again and woke up coughing.
With diets consisting primarily of pollen and nectar, fireflies play an important role in the propagation of many flowering plants.
Aha! Very appropriate then.
Mm-hmm.
More fireflies are surrounding me. They seem to be stealing my light. Oh no, are they making her sick?
What?
Aren't those fireflies controlled by Floresca, just like Miss Graves attracts dark critters?
I don't know. Maybe Floresca's thinking too much. Anyway, we'll read on first.
Okay.
Ah! She mentioned Sarkis!
Went to see a Starkiss concert, and it was stunning. As stunning as the first time I saw them. I want to join Starkiss, but how should I communicate with them? I got to talk with Wishia, and she asked if I needed an autograph. But I don't need an autograph. I want to join them. I want to be on stage with them. Why? I just couldn't say it. I feel bad for her.
Floresca.
It seems she didn't become as strong as the one you portrayed in your dreams after she left Earthcrest Beacon.
Unfortunate. Yeah, she's always been an introvert. Always the one who prefers to stay alone. Her health condition has been poor all the time, but no doctor has been able to determine the exact illness she was suffering from. She mustered the courage to leave Earthcrest Beacon, and I thought she would definitely find a solution.
We don't know what on earth happened to her. Let's keep reading.
Okay.
Started having nightmares almost every night.
Chat?
Yes?
I have a boy.
Kitty, Nero! Oh, there go the cat ears.
Here he is. You want to say hi
Nero?
to chat, Nero? Say hi.
Can we hear you purr?
He's not purring. He
Nero?
wants to escape.
Oh. Stella, do you want to say hi? She was meowing at me. I don't know if she'll pick up on mic. She just meowed. Oh, man.
I heard it.
Oh, you did? Alright. Dreamed of very big, very black, red things. In the sky is the top of a beacon? A beacon I never saw before. Makes me uncomfortable. More and more fireflies. Starkiss performed a new show today. My body can't hold much longer. That's all I can write today. Her condition has been deteriorating, and it seems she didn't seek help from any doctor.
It shouldn't be like this. Araska, she... Elena hastily turned another page.
Oh my god! They met!
They did!
I met a very different Illuminator today. She said her name was Laura Graves. Miss Graves is always surrounded by dark critters, and the little dark critter that lives in her lamp can even talk to us.
Lamp spirit, my goat.
Your boy.
He is my son.
Miss Graves was also surprised to see me here. Stella, I can't see the dialogue. She thought that there were no other Illuminators living in the forest like her. We talked a lot, and I was surprised that neither of us was exactly chatty. Miss Graves said that she didn't live in the forest by choice, so she thought I was incredible. It was through grouping up that Illuminators were able to build beacons and resist dark critters, thus surviving from generation to generation. My antisocial behavior doesn't seem like something a normal Illuminator would choose. Actually, I'm not sure, but I just want to be left alone. Because of this conversation with Miss Graves, I was able to think for the first time about why I chose to live in the forest. Generally, forests make Illuminators feel in danger, and so they avoid them out of instinct. They travel to places where more Illuminators congregate. What they fear is death, perhaps. But I don't seem to fear death. Perhaps death is just another harbor, and no one knows what lies beyond it. And I love the unknown. After Miss Graves left, I got dizzy again, and the fireflies gathered towards me again. Death may never be far from me.
These fireflies. What's going on?
Jeez, don't interrupt. Read on and you might find out.
Araska, I never knew she had so many thoughts in her mind. She always said nothing when I was separated from her. First time I've seen inside her head. I have to find her.
I can feel that death is near. It's a shame that I no longer have the strength to even play the violin, and I didn't even get to speak to Starkiss a second time. For them, I'll always be just one of their countless fans. The fireflies have been gathering around me and won't scatter anymore. They are growing in number, almost illuminating the cabin. My own light, on the other hand, is growing dimmer and dimmer. The nightmare came back. There was a black shadow, then a white light. I'll die here, alone, turning into light, and then disappearing.
The only The only sound in this quiet cabin was the slow turn of another page by Alina.
I saw the wheat fields of Earthcrest Beacon. Together with Alina, we went to gather the Earthcrest flowers. Butterflies. Light.
The diary stopped there.
Although I've never met Floresca in reality, I feel as if I've suddenly seen her whole life. Alina, are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. At least she got what she wanted in her dream.
Alina is just playing tough.
She hadn't said anything to me. She wrote me letters, but since when did I start to forget to write back to her? If only I'd thought of her earlier. If only I'd...
It's not your fault, Alina.
Fancia gently patted Alina on the back.
There.
At least, now we know where she is.
Hmm? Fireflies, they're starting to fly in again? In the end, Miss Forrest doesn't seem to know what these fireflies really are. Yeah. The power of the blessing flowers seems to have grown stronger again. Now it's blessing flowers.
Plural.
Alina. I don't know how to explain it, but I have a feeling that Miss Forrest is still alive. And she never went far away from us.
Really?
Okay, yeah, these all happen in a row, huh? We need to go
Yep.
to the next one.
One quick thing.
Ooh.
That's
Oh,
what it looks
cute.
like, a little heart.
Yay! Little heart. What does Fabricas look like? Little funky computery pixely rings.
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna go with this one. I'm just gonna take it off right now. I don't need it. I need to make sure that I can make the proper build. Further research has revealed that firefly larvae are accustomed to living on Silver Lining, but instead of sucking the plant's sap, they act as hunters for other smaller insects. Areas where Silver Lining grows tend to have thick humus. And all kinds of small insects are attracted to the nectar of Silver Lining, which in turn becomes food for the firefly larvae.
That has to do with soil, I'm pretty sure, or mulch.
At the cabin of Floresca Forest, who died from illness.
It's an item in 14, isn't it? Like the hummus for your plants?
Think so? There's various kinds of topsoil when you're doing the like pollination or like the gardening nonsense.
Or maybe there was, maybe it was a crafting material for outdoor gardening stuff, something like that.
Fansia, are you saying Floresca's still alive?
That's right. Ever since we started looking for Miss Forest, I've felt the power of the blessing flower growing. In the past, this power was only enhanced when I made a connection with specific illuminators. Here and now, the only illuminator who has created a new connection with me would only be her.
But from the diary...
Fireflies, Alina. Don't forget the fireflies. These fireflies have been giving us directions along the way. Isn't that hard evidence that Floresca is still alive?
You're right. It must be Floresca manipulating these fireflies.
Well, the only problem is that now we have absolutely no idea where to find her.
Fansia lifted her hand and let a firefly land on her fingertips.
If only you could speak like an illuminator. Where exactly has your master gone? Can you take us to her?
The firefly flapped its wings and flew away.
We don't have other options now. It's not safe to stay here too long. Let's go back to Starshard Beacon first. Damn, I would have just started following that firefly. At least we now know Floresca. She's alive.
Wait. Fansia, look!
What? Huh?
Looking in the direction of Alina's finger, countless fireflies that came from nowhere are converging and slowly forming the outline of an illuminator.
Pog. Oh!
This figure, it's...
No way. Wow, the first illuminator that's actually glowing.
She's a ghost!
She's a ghost!
Floresca?
Can an illuminator really do such a thing? Am I still dreaming? She does look like the Floresca I've seen in my dreams, but this feels so unreal. Alina, it's really you.
It's so great to see you again, Floresca! Alina stepped forward to embrace Floresca, but she passed right through the shimmering Floresca in front of her.
No! Sorry. What you're seeing isn't really me.
She's a ghost!
Ghost!
What do you mean by that? You're standing right in front of us.
It's hard to explain. In fact, I guess the real me was originally supposed to die from illness. Just like the diary suggests. Well, but that's just my guess. At that moment, I felt myself slowly losing all consciousness and sinking into a light. After floating in the light for who knows how long, I suddenly woke up again.
Are you suggesting... Floresca couldn't have stumbled into dreamland by mistake, could she?
I'm not sure. Lumina would have told us if it happened. Would she have?
Then why...
I don't know if it's acceptable to you, but, I think it was these fireflies that saved me. Before, I thought they were stealing my light. But then I woke up and realized they had been collecting my escaping light, or rather, my soul.
Can fireflies do this kind of thing?
It seems I'm the only one who can, and I'm not sure about the reason. I guess maybe it also has something to do with what's been plaguing me. Anyway, thanks to them, I don't have to completely die due to the depletion of my soul. But now I can no longer live without these fireflies either. I now coexist with these fireflies.
A ghost!
I show up when they do. I leave when they disappear.
How could this be? Where's your body?
It has turned into light. Or you could say that it's still here in the form of a firefly. As I said, I can appear wherever these fireflies, which house my soul, are present. I'm just gonna assume, because fireflies don't have terribly long lifespans from my understanding. I'm just gonna assume, like, whenever one dies, like, another firefly can collect that piece of her soul.
There's like, oh look, there it is, mine now.
Yeah. For example, a transportation team that headed to Rosecrown Beacon happened to bring a few fireflies there.
You're saying you went there as well?
It was some kind of travel, I guess. Sometimes I woke up only to find that I was lying behind an illuminator, but she couldn't notice me at all. That must be what they call ghosts.
A ghost!
Ghost.
They put ghost in fireflies!
You gotta make a whole new track for the album. When there's
Now
something
I
strange.
Go see Kentucky Fried Man. Joke's on you! The chicken has ghosts too!
No! Oh!
Oh my goodness. I will never forget just how blown away I was when I heard that line.
That's really funny.
I don't even know why I was so blown away. I was just like, holy shit, what a plot twist!
Thanks to that, I overheard some conversations when I was in Rosecrown Beacon. I heard many things about you, Miss Dream. Oh, you know me? Shamefully, because of the existence of these fireflies, I have intruded into your life without your permission. Since I regained consciousness after being on the verge of death, I've seen many of your experiences through these fireflies. Now I see.
If I had your ability, I could know how everyone is doing in Rosecrown at any time.
In fact, I originally planned on staying in Rosecrown Beacon, which just so happens to be the same place you lived, Alina. But then I learned that the main beacon was severely understaffed because of the Dark Critter rampage.
So, you went to help the main beacon?
I'll do what I can with my ability. For example, I can help relay information I learned about through letters to those who need it.
Now I see.
How does she communicate this to others?
She just shows up.
Damn.
Like what she did to Wishia. She was just like, hey.
So it's just like mysterious girl shows up and then disappears, and they're like,
Yep.
huh?
It's like, hey, Blessa needs you. Bye.
Man. Also, it's kind of funny that she was like the one doomed to die early, but now she's kind of achieved immortality.
It's true. That's great, Floresca. And a step forward of sorts. I think you're a lot more chattier than you used to be.
A little bit, I guess. I can only occasionally use my power to help others, but I still cannot maintain a stable form for a long time. Some illuminators of the main beacon also call me the strange green ghost.
The ghost!
Oh my god, he's just the first ghost in Ghostbusters.
She's Slimer. Oh no!
She's Slimer.
Well, it's good to know you're still with us. After reading that diary, Fancy and I were worried.
Oh, you read my diary? We thought you were dead, girl.
No, I've forgotten all about it. I don't know what was written down.
You haven't changed at all, Alina.
Oh no, they forgot the punctuation. Floresca's glow seemed to fade a bit without her realizing it.
Oh, I feel like I'm disappearing soon. Time to say goodbye. I may not be able to communicate with you like this again in the short term, but I'll write to you, Alina.
Writing a letter? That's a good idea. Just like the good old days.
Okay. I'm just imagining a whole bunch of fireflies like lifting up a pen. You were thinking the same thing?
Like a bunch of Pikmin.
Like a bunch of Pikmin! Like a bunch of pink flying Pikmin lifting the thing up in the air. Oh my god. Same brain cell. Wow, it's almost like we have things in common.
Floresca's image grew dimmer and dimmer, eventually turning into countless fireflies that flew away. She really turned into fireflies.
Speaking of which, I've read in books that fireflies coexisted with illuminators in the distant past, long before the age of Elixa. So, what happened to Floresca was perhaps not a disease, but a rare phenomenon of rejuvenation. Hey, I was right. Just like Miss Graves, a destined child always possesses miraculous power.
Oh, really? We still know too little about illuminators.
I mean, I guess fireflies are nature's illuminators.
Yeah. Well, we at least confirmed that Floresca's safe. That's one matter of concern resolved.
I really want to have a long conversation with her if possible. It's really intriguing to wonder what kind of world she sees.
You'll get the chance. My boy is playing with his toys.
Nero!
He's going off too.
Nero! Baby!
Alright. Next, we focus on dealing with the Dark Critter Tide.
Okay. It turns out that the boundary between life and death is not definite after all.
I mean, we've already kind of seen one of those.
You know what? I'm happy it turned out like this for her. Even though I'm sure there's things about it that suck. But still, she's never been more, involved in other people's lives than before now, so it's cool.
She feels she's almost healthier now than she was when she was corporeal.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do Alina next, because the next of Floresca's skips forward a bit, right?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Alright, I need to go to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Alrighty. Well. Let's go and update my build a little bit. Put points into these. Let's grab the max HP, I guess. So when you've gone through the whole story and you've done everything, you get to max out absolutely everything. So offense-wise, I'm already completely capped out, basically. The only thing I can get is slightly more initial light boost, but eh. Speaking of light boost, I should double check my build. So we got the Thunderbolt secondary damage on that, which is really nice. The AoE rings on basic attacks, which are incredibly useful for crowd control. This one, which is less helpful immediately, so I could potentially take that off. Just getting a damage boost when swapping combat styles is pretty nice. This one is also pretty nice. 20% more light boost so I can skill more often. I could go with the lower dodge cooldown if I really wanted to. It's not as useful because I haven't felt the need for it, but it could be something I could go for. The other thing I could potentially do is go with Night Sky Cirrus for the dot damage. It's pretty nice, honestly. It's not a bad amount of damage. I could also do the... I could also still just go with this and just die. But we'll go with what we've got right now.
All right. Sorry, I was a bit like I was getting some strawberries. And I just got these strawberries, and they've got everything a strawberry you could want in a strawberry. Like they're gorgeous, they're shiny, they're like big and sweet, and so I was like going through the box to take some out, and then I noticed, completely could not notice that like in the middle of the box, two of them had gotten moldy and stuck to each other. Because they're organic, so they go bad really fast. I'm like, God damn it! So I had to throw out two of them, and I washed the rest. But it seems like the rest of them are okay.
Alright, well. Details of the naming of nameless flora by ancient illuminators are no longer known. However, some of the ancient texts contain artistic images of nameless flora, which generally symbolize a hard but silent struggle, as well as the relentless pursuit of hope, and have even been deified in some records. Modern researchers don't really understand why this common plant has such a high status. They can only understand that in the era of ancient illuminators, nameless flora might grow under a completely different and perhaps more precious condition than it does now.
Interesting implications there.
Mm-hmm.
And what did you think when you saw like that there was a 5 for a side story for the first time?
When I kind of knew that it was gonna keep going for her. Like, I wasn't like, oh, like, I wasn't like super, like, I wasn't expecting it to go beyond 4, but when I hit 4 and I didn't get the notification that I got the achievement for doing all of them, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. She probably has more because she's the main character, right?
Yeah.
What do you want, Nero? You want another treat? Really? You're a greedy boy like that, huh? Alright. One more treat. For the pretty boy. Yeah, shit. That's all you're getting tonight.
So when are you getting a treat?
I already had one.
Oh.
Yeah. Vancia was assisting Alina in preparing for the defense of Starshard Beacon. All of the off-duty Arbor Rangers had gathered here, and Alina had something to announce.
勸野隊長想講乜嘢呢？
What is Captain Alina going to say?
係咪要批評做得唔好嘅遊園者啊？隊
Is she
長以
going
前
to
咁嚴厲。
criticize the Arbor Rangers who haven't been doing well? She used to be so strict.
各位，突然間要你哋集合，真係唔好意思啊！
Everyone, thanks for taking the time to gather here.
竟然咁客氣。
Is she so polite?
關於防禦戰嘅組織工作，我有件事要講。
Regarding the organization of the defense battle, there's something I want to address.
大家都知道，拍檔制度係我哋遊園者執行任務嘅傳統。
As we all know, Arbor Rangers work in pairs to carry out missions, and that's our tradition.
雖然冇明確規定，但係大家都習慣兩個人一
Although
組
it's
應
not
對暗獸嘅攻
explicitly
擊。
stated, it's become a habit for us to engage Dark Critters with our
勸野
partners.
嘅背稿都背得幾熟喎。
Alina recited the script quite well.
The script was written by Fancy and Alina together last night.
Aw.
Alina had been thinking about the content for a long time.
拍檔制的確好方便精鋭小分隊進入晦暗之地行動。
And having a partner does make it convenient for elite Arbor Rangers to venture into the land of darkness in
來
squads.
無影去無蹤，唔會引起暗獸嘅
It
大
allows
規
for
模圍攻。
silent and subtle movements without triggering a large-scale onslaught from the Dark Critters.
但係我認為呢種行動模式唔適合大規模嘅燈塔防禦戰，特
However,
別係對戰巨量暗獸潮。
in my opinion, this kind of operation is not suitable for large-scale beacon defense battles, especially when facing massive waves of the Dark Critter tide.
所以我宣布，今次防禦戰，各位會按照自己擅長嘅攻擊方式被編入唔同嘅小組，而
Therefore,
唔係同拍檔一齊行動。
here's the deal for this defense battle. You'll be divided into different groups based on your attack style, rather than sticking together with your usual partners.
咩話？咁樣唔係咁好啩？
What? Is that really acceptable?
唔同拍檔一齊配合嗰陣會有好多問題㗎喎。
Without a partner, there will be a lot of problems in cooperation.
再強調多次，分組制同拍檔制都係為咗更好咁抵禦暗獸，殊途同歸。
Let me emphasize once again that both tactics will be used to better resist the Dark Critters, but conducted in different ways.
為咗培養默契，而家開始按照小組一齊訓練。
To enhance our teamwork, we're going to start training in groups.
遠程火力組、入口防禦組、後勤保障組等等小組，要根據自己嘅行動模式同戰術目標進行訓練。
We have the long-range artillery group, the entrance defense group, the logistics support group, and more. Each group will train based on their own operation and tactical objectives.
組長，我已經安排咗以下經驗豐富嘅遊園者。
I've
佢哋
already
係
assigned some experienced Arbor Rangers as group leaders. They are...
我唔想同你分開啊！
I don't want to split apart from you.
隊長講嘅嘢就係命令，我哋唯有服從啦。
Captain's word is order. We can only obey it.
真係啊！明明好似以前咁都好順利㗎。
Geez, weren't things going smoothly fighting in pairs?
果然要大家接受，仲係有難度啊！
It's definitely hard for everyone to accept this change.
但係勸野嘅諗法應該冇錯㗎，一切都係為天星塔考慮。
But Alina should be right. It's all for the sake of Starshard Beacon.
After the speech, Fancy and Alina headed outside the beacon to scout for Dark Critters and to get some fresh air.
大家嘅反應點啊？
So, how is everyone taking it?
大部分人都有啲抵觸，但係冇人公開反對。
Most of them were a bit reluctant, but no one openly objected.
要接受分組制呢種新理念，睇嚟需要啲時間。
It'll take time for them to accept this new group system.
其實都唔算係新㗎啦。以前暗獸潮襲擊嗰陣，就有
啊
遊園者試過臨時組成多人團隊。
It's not entirely new. During previous Dark Critter attacks, there were always Arbor Rangers who spontaneously formed teams of their own.
只不過都係自發嘅，唔係由主塔統
Now
一組
it's
織
just
啫。
being officially organized by the main beacon is all.
的
確係啊。如果唔係因為暗獸潮，大家肯定唔肯咁樣訓練㗎。
If it weren't for the dark critter tide, none of us would be down for this kind of training.
光市仲係適合自由自在咁生活。
After all, illuminators are better off enjoying their freedom.
相比之下，光污染基本冇拍檔，大家都統一聽副官嘅調遣，同你嘅思路好相似。
In comparison, members of light pollution hardly have any partners, and all of them follow their vice leader's orders, which is similar to your approach.
冇錯啊，我吸收咗一部分光污染嘅編組方式，
Yeah, I've also taken some inspiration from their team formations.
唔可以白白俾佢哋捉住噶嘛。
I should make it worth my while there. Alina
而
smiled.
且仲有你呢個光污染嘅副官喺度，點都要學下嘢嘅。
And with you being a vice leader of light pollution, of course, I need to learn a thing or two.
Former.
係前副官，
Well, it's the former vice leader.
我知，我知
I
啊。
know, I know.
話時話，關於光污染嘅戰鬥方式，我仲有嘢想問啊。
By the way, I've got some questions about the fighting style of light
可
pollution.
以講嘅我差唔多講晒啦喎。
I've already shared all that I know.
我啱醒起，關於光柱係咪有統一嘅調整方式
It,
㗎？
it suddenly came to me. Is there a standardized way to adjust your
如果
illuminarms?
光柱有某種同調，話唔埋可以增強聚焦於一點嘅光線攻擊。
If the illuminarms have some kind of synchronization, it could possibly enhance the focus light attacks.
等我諗下先。
It's
呢啲
interesting
應
to
該都係
see
技術官負責
how
㗎。
how far Alina has come from like the beginning of the dream, like the beginning of the game. But also her personality is the same as the beginning of the game.
Yep.
Even though I know it wasn't always that way in reality, it's fun.
Yeah.
Let me see. The technical officer should be the one in charge of that.
萬夜佢嘅話，
As for Genia... Oh, hello?
Suddenly, Fancia collapsed.
Excuse
Fancy-a!
me? Just fucking out cold. Mid-sentence.
Well. When Fancia opened her eyes again, she found herself lying in a hospital bed.
你醒啦？
You're finally awake.
我點會？
How did I...
醫生話係因為疲勞同太大壓力，你先至會暈咗。
Doctor said it was a sudden loss of consciousness caused by fatigue and mental pressure.
要好好休息啊！
You need to rest for several days.
最
Take
近
a
的確
fucking
係有啲
nap.
攰啊，太多嘢做啦。
It's true that I've been feeling tired lately. So many things to handle.
咁你早講啊嘛，做咩死頂啫？
Why didn't you tell me earlier? You shouldn't push yourself.
我哋由賢者組織，仲未脆弱到要你休息下都唔得啊！
I think it's we Arb Rangers aren't that fragile that we can't function without you. But
I think it still works, because it's like, you know, if you're not making use of us, because you think we'll break, we're not gonna.
yeah. But either way.
但係勸夜，我邊夠你攰喎？
You're much more tired than I am, Alina.
你幾乎日日都冇休息過。
You hardly take a day off.
做咩同我比喎？而且我都會偷懶
Don't
㗎。
compare with me.
只不過你見唔到咋。
Besides, I do slack off. You just don't see it. And Lena gently tapped Fancia's forehead.
Boop.
Boom!
唔好再要我擔心啦。
Don't make me worry, alright?
我知啦。
Yes, of course.
Like, this is Alina you're talking about. Of course she's going to disappear sometimes and just take
Fuck
up
off,
and
yeah.
slack off.
Good for her. She's still herself despite everything.
嚟飲啖水啊！想唔想食啲嘢啊？
Here,
Here.
have some water. Or, you want to eat something?
天星塔都有唔少好嘢食㗎，例如米布甸。雖然唔及主塔嘅特產，但係都另有一番風味㗎。
Starshard Beacon does have some good stuff. Want some rice pudding? The main beacon specialties taste better, but rice pudding's still amazing.
I'm not hungry at the moment.
Or
Damn,
for
I could go
me.
for some rice pudding right now.
好似同夢入面調轉咗。
It's the opposite of what happened in my dream.
咩調轉咗啊？
Opposite of what?
喺夢入面係我照顧病咗嘅你㗎嘛。
In my dream, it was me taking care of you by your sick bed.
嗰啲肯定係我哋細個嘅記憶啦。
That's definitely a memory from our childhood.
你同比野姐姐都唔知照顧咗我幾多次啦。
You and Mildy have taken care of me countless times.
嗯，
你做乜嘢啊？
Hey, what are you doing? Vancia slightly pinched Alina's arm. She didn't know why she was doing this.
I understand the impulse.
我喺度諗，我哋以前咁好，
We used to be so close.
點解之後冇好似夢入面咁一齊成為遊園者呢？
Why didn't we become Arbor Rangers together like what happened in Dreamland?
There is a reason. Can you guess what the reason is?
I'm so sad. Fancia didn't believe in herself, so she didn't pass? Or maybe Milia didn't let her?
Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, shit!
Vancia didn't become an Arbor Ranger because Mildia never let her become an Arbor Ranger.
Oh, shit.
如果現實同夢一樣咁好，咁要夢嚟做乜嘢喎？
Well, if reality is as sweet, then what do we need a dream for? Alina answered without hesitation. Like, why didn't this happen? Eh?
That's why we got
I
dreams!
like, Alina is like the most anti-nihilist. It's great.
Yeah, it is nice.
She's just like, man, life sucks. Yeah.
She is the blooper that you need.
That's it, just the whole statement. It's like, yep. Goes back to doing what we were doing.
Yeah.
It's like that one meme where someone says something and then someone in the crowd just goes, thumbs up, and then goes back to the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
I love that meme so much.
友情本來就唔係理所當然㗎，
Friendship isn't something that you should take for granted.
因為一啲意外同誤解，我哋曾經行咗兩條唔同嘅路。
Because of certain accidents and misunderstandings, we once went down different paths.
好彩而家又殊途同歸，
And luckily, we found our way back to each other.
咁咪夠啦。
That's all that matters, Fancia.
殊途同歸呢個詞用得唔錯喎。
Found our way back to each other. Nice choice of words.
係你寫嗰份發言稿入面㗎嘛？
I mean, you wrote it in the speech.
係咩？
Did I?
其實你好犀利㗎，似爺，我一直都係咁認為㗎。
You're very
無論喺夢入
strong,
面
Fancia.
定係喺現實，
I always felt that. Both in our dream and in reality.
快啲好返啦！我唔可以冇拍檔㗎。
Get well soon, alright? I need my partner back.
我知啦。
I see.
What a cute
That was
little
lovely.
moment. He's
Yeah,
great.
that was very lovely.
Alina is great. I love her.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna be right back again.
Okay,
It's not gonna be a very long one this time, but
that's fine. I'm gonna put my remaining 2 strawberries in the fridge. They are
Alright.
really good.
and away I go.
Squadala, he is off.
And we're back.
When you left, I said, "Squadala, he is off."
Yeah. So I'm
A chicken?
yeah. No, I'm back. Oh right. I had to go pee. So as I was doing it, I was just thinking about that stupid fucking meme that's been going around. I get thirsty, so I drink water, but because I drank water, I have to go pee, and then I pee, which makes me thirsty, so I have to drink water, and where does that water go?
Yeah. Definitely, I think that was a struggle my mom had. She had, like, some bladder issues, and then she was always getting on me to drink water, and I'm like, you should drink water, and then she's like, no, but then I have to go to the bathroom in like 2 seconds because she has like the bladder issues.
See, I have similar problems, but it's not because I have bladder issues, it's just because I drink that much.
I mean, that's a good problem to have.
I'll be like, time for me to drink 3 liters of water within 2 hours. And then like an hour later, I'm like, wait a second.
Me when I'm streaming, honestly. and then like I don't want to disturb the flow of everything, so no pun intended. So I'm like really like
gotta find a good stopping point to take a
yeah,
pee break.
I'm like starting to starting to squirm, and then I'm like, I'll be right back.
Yep.
Or else I'd be taking breaks like every 20 minutes.
Yeah. In fact, both larvae and mature fireflies prey on insects, which often harm agricultural crops such as rice paddies. So many Illuminators hope to utilize this characteristic to plant silver lining in agricultural fields to attract fireflies to destroy the pests. However, since silver lining isn't suitable for artificial cultivation, a simple belief that only by sincerely praying to the fireflies will they come to their aid has gradually developed among Illuminators of the farmland.
Oh, interesting.
Pray to the fireflies that the that the silver lining will grow so that they will protect the paddies.
Oh, you want to eat these insects so bad.
Fancia! Floresca's letter came!
That's great. So the whole conversation with her at the forest cabin was real. Let's see what she wrote.
Okay. Alina opened the letter in her hand with a ceaseless smile. Let me see.
Alina, Vancia, I am writing this letter to you in the main beacon. These fireflies are working their little legs and wings so hard right now.
I'm just imagining hearing the Pikmin as this is being written.
Yeah. The Arbor Rangers at the main beacon are looking forward to your arrival.
Hey, looks like I still have a pretty high reputation among the main beacon's Arbor Rangers.
I must be a big sinner in their eyes then.
It's okay. As long as you follow me, I'll help you fix it.
Aww. We don't even know if we can withstand this wave of dark critters and safely return to the main beacon.
We can. Hey, don't be so pessimistic.
Alright, Go ahead and read what Floresca has written. I'm quite concerned about the main beacon right now.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're concerned about the main beacon right now? Yes, I am!
I am. How did you know?
The main beacon was originally sited more securely compared to the other beacons, so things are pretty stable now. There have been several small waves of dark critters that have come and gone, but the Arbor Rangers fended them off. I heard from the Arbor Rangers that things are a bit dangerous in Starshard Beacon at the moment.
The main beacon is currently the safest, which is pretty much what I assumed.
Well, actually, now that my memories are all almost fully restored, the main beacon was also the least attacked in my memory. Also, with Rosecrown Beacon acting as a barrier, light pollution attacks can rarely be directed at the main beacon.
But you girls were still causing a lot of trouble for the main beacon, though.
After all, I know the terrain around the main beacon very well, so...
So it was set up by you! No wonder.
Sorry! I'll make up for it!
Things are what they are now. You know I won't be hard on you. I like how Alita, every time that Alita's like, ah, that was your doing! Nice! Like, not even like a how dare, just like, damn!
I know, she's so
My
good that
bestie
way.
is so girl bossing so hard!
And meanwhile, Fancy is like so embarrassed. Let's move on and finish reading Floresca's letter.
Like if she had brought up the fact that it was her idea to burn all the boats, she's like, damn! Fancy is so forward thinking too.
That's really charming. I actually don't have access to the battle or the current situation, so I can't give you much useful intel. This letter is more about wanting to greet you, my old friend. It might be a bit rude, but it seems to me that Fancy is one of the core members of light pollution. Maybe I'm wrong. Sorry if I made a mistake. I'm the one who should feel sorry.
It's all in the past. Like Alita's just like,
Yeah.
But it seems like Floresca doesn't know the current situation at all.
Well, all the information she received is probably from the Arbor Rangers. It's better this way. She wasn't good at fighting in the first place, and she has a delicate mind. She might think too much otherwise.
Fancia, you've never seen her before. It's already like you know her well.
Oh yeah, I always forget that I've never actually met her in real life. But the Firefly ghost doesn't count?
I guess
marvelous.
It's more about the fact that, like, I hadn't met her before that one moment.
Yeah, it's marvelous. The dream that binds together illuminators who have never met. It also gave me the power of the blessing flower.
Just what is the blessing flower's power? How did
And
she get
how
it?
come-
Where did it
and
come
how come
from?
How come it stayed with her after she woke up?
Yeah. Why is it that Lumina was the one to give it to her, but she doesn't seem to know that Lumina was but Lumina doesn't seem to know that she was the one to give it to her? Guess it was a good thing to have fallen into that dream, right? In reality, I've never seen Starkiss perform, because I've always been so busy with Arbor Ranger business. But in my dreams, Not only did I get the chance to see a show up close, but I also helped Floresca join them. By the way, Starkiss. Wonder what Floresca thinks of Starkiss now. I mean, she did get a chance to meet Starkiss in real life. She wrote about it.
Alina doesn't know that. Well, yeah. Well, I think she means like
She didn't
meet
join
them, have
yeah.
a talk. Yeah.
She didn't get a chance to join them in real life, so I guess that's kind of down.
So she's kind of down about that. Yeah. Maybe she talked about it in her letter too. Read on. It's a rare occasion to reconnect with an old friend, so let's not get into serious subjects. I'll try and use Fireflies to contact you girls if I receive any new intel. But we're not going to hear from you again because it's the 4th one!
It's okay.
By the way, I will continue to use a handful of Fireflies to guide you in dark environments, so hopefully that will be helpful to you. You're so sweet, Floresca. Controlling that many Fireflies consumes much of my light energy. So unfortunately, I can't accompany you in Illuminator form for too long.
I knew it was Floresca who'd been guiding us. She's so helpful.
Let's go, Floresca! Without even realizing it, we actually owe her a huge debt.
When we get back to the main beacon, let's thank her properly when we get the chance.
Although the main beacon is considered the safest beacon by far, there is still a constant stream of wounded being brought to the medical clinic. I'm assisting others at the clinic now. Some illuminators were frightened by me, but I still managed to help in some cases. In the old days, this was something I couldn't even think about. After all, I couldn't even face my own wounds before. But watching everyone fight so valiantly seemed to inspire me to fight in my own way. Even though I can't be alongside everyone on the battlefield, there are things I can do. Compared to my time in Starshard Beacon, now I feel that I've found a place to stay and some meaning in my existence. It's amazing, Alina. I feel that I can understand you a little better now. When you were little, you were always so positive and cheerful, bent on becoming an Arbor Ranger and destroying the dark critters.
I'm gonna be a hero that saves the world!
I was envious and looked forward to the future, but I couldn't understand it. I tried to find a goal for myself like you did. I only know how to play the violin, so yes, I guess I wanted to join Starkiss. The only place where I could be useful was in Starkiss. However, after arriving in Starshard Beacon and seeing Starkiss perform, I realized that it wasn't what I wanted.
I see. It seems like Floresca didn't want to join Starkiss in the end. I guess to join Starkiss was just a wish I forced on her with my little understanding.
That's why, in my dreams, Floresca was particularly obsessive.
I never really understood Floresca.
Reconnecting with her is perhaps a sign that you can get to know your old friend again, Alina.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I lost contact with you, I wasn't able to tell you what I'd been through or how my thoughts have changed since then. You're probably disappointed in me as I never got to join Starkiss. But I wasn't disappointed in myself. Rather, I felt a sense of relief after realizing that I wasn't suitable to join them. During my stay in the forest, I met a senior who was somewhat similar to me. We've met her too!
Yeah. And we had some funky training with her lantern
In the dream,
friend.
yeah.
No, like Alina actually had training with
Oh
Lance
yeah! Her name was Laura Graves, and just as I was able to attract fireflies, she was surprisingly able to attract dark critters.
their little like before the battle like 1v1 monologue nonsense that they were having was a real thing that they did in reality,
Damn.
which is why I love them, because they're
Yeah.
fucking nerds.
Yeah.
It's like what's it? There's I haven't actually watched or read any of Konosuba, but I know there's like one thing where like in the village that Megumin is from, they're like part of their whole thing is about like coming up with like really cool one-liners, and so
Oh,
the main character gets away with like bringing in these really cool one-liners by just quoting shit he remembers from the anime. And I was just like, that is the most nerdy ass way you could have put something like that into a story. I love it.
yeah.
She mentioned Lura again. Looks like Foresca really did get along well with her.
When you think deeply, there are a lot of similarities between the two of them.
Amazing. A fated meeting between two illuminators.
Miss Graves' existence is somewhat similar to mine, but she told me that she herself doesn't really like being alone. Luckily, there is an intellectual dark critter by her side. Amazing, right? I was shocked too, to keep her company.
Yeah.
After Miss Graves left, I had been thinking, do I like being alone? I don't think so, and I'd love to get involved with more illuminators and change my introvert personality. But I don't hate being alone either, or rather, I choose to be alone, and I prefer to live alone in the forest, which is who I really am. Once you stop forcing yourself to change, and after everything has taken its course, then life becomes easier. Damn! That's relatable. Death is a brand new start for me. I didn't intentionally seek it, but now I'm naturally involved in many illuminators' lives. I love my life right now, and I love myself right now.
Good for you, Floresca.
I'm so happy for her! Now that you've got what you wanted too, Alina, you became captain of the Arbor Rangers.
Yeah.
But I understand better than anyone that getting what you want doesn't mean a happily ever after. I hope you're always happy, as you were as a child, Alina. And I wish you the same, Vancia. Whatever path you choose, I hope you're not ashamed of yourself. I'll be in touch. Man, I'm like this close to tearing up. Fuck.
Yours, Floresca Forest.
Floresca. She understands everything.
It was the fireflies that expanded her vision, I guess. I always thought she'd be obsessed with Starkiss, but turns out she only mentioned them a few times in this letter.
No, Alina, that's just you.
Yep.
This is the best state one could be in. She is truly brave, Alina, and she chooses to face her heart and let go of those long overdue. Can I do the same? Not right now. Not yet.
Okay. Okay,
Oh?
rather.
What?
We can't lose contact with her. Come on, let's write back to her. How should I begin? Is it a bit cheesy to say that Fancy and I were both happy to receive your letter? Hey, what are you laughing at?
As long as I'm with Alina, I can do it someday, right? Ah, that was really good.
Ta-da! Starshard defense, once again.
Wow, we can actually go into this with a kind of a nice feeling. Like, let's defend Starshard Beacon again!
Yep. We fought off the Dark Critters along the way and arrived within the range of Starshard Beacon. Wishiel led the members of Starkiss to greet us and explain to us the current situation of Starshard Beacon. Alina and I decided to talk to Madame Spectrica, who is imprisoned in Starshard Beacon. After all, no one knew how to defeat the Dark Critters better than her. We tried to persuade Madame Spectrica to reconcile, but she was clearly more paranoid than we thought. Failing to persuade her, Alina and I resolved to defend Starshard Beacon on our own. There they are.
You shall not pass! You shall not pass!
You
Get down!
shall not pass!
Artillery team, focus fire!
The Illuminators are bravely defending Starshard Beacon, but the Dark Critters keep coming, wave after wave.
Go ahead. Just hold on a little longer. Keep it up. Artillery team! I'm here with the Rotation Arbor Rangers! Great. We've reached our limit. I like how she's the long-distance fighter, so she gets to head the artillery team.
Yep.
A few Dark Critters managed to slip past our attack line earlier. The defense team at the entrance will stop them. Now, go rest quickly. We'll leave it to you then.
Walking into the beacon hall, various smells hit them. The smell of herbs, the smell of mold, the smell of death.
Help! Give me some painkillers.
I'm sorry. Please bear with it a little longer. The doctor is preparing the medicine.
Please save us, our son.
What is our fate?
Wow, it's been a while for her.
Yeah.
Don't worry. Based on the celestial omens, we'll definitely survive this.
That'd be good. Vancia? Great, you're back. You're not hurt, are you? Former member of the band.
I just
like
realized they got...
former member of the band as though like the band
Aw.
she left it as like
Right?
they're on break.
Yeah. Also, I forgot that they have different last names. Comet and Starcloud.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I don't think I read the line. Let's see. I'm fine, Blessa.
Do you need water or perhaps some porridge?
No thanks. Where's Alina?
She's waiting for you in the usual spot.
Got it. How's it going now?
Thanks to the Arbor Rangers, there's still hope for everyone. I hope the Dark Critter tide will pass soon. Vancia, how much longer do you think we need to hold on?
It'll be over soon. Soon.
Avoiding Blessa's gaze, Fancia quickly climbs the stairs. Alina leans against the windowsill of Starshard Beacon corridor, lost in thought as she gazes into the distance.
Alina.
You're back, Fancia. Nice job out there. I saw it here. You commanded well. Fancia walks up to Alina, and both of them continue to gaze at the endless darkness outside the window.
The strategy of organizing the Illuminators into an artillery team and an entrance defense team was successful. Although everyone isn't used to being separated from their partners, this maximized the ability to drain the Dark Critter's power from a distance.
Right. However, there is no joy in Alina's voice as she says that.
I still can't see the end of the Dark Critter tide.
Me neither. It's like falling into the sea. There are dark critters everywhere. The scouting illuminators who managed to come back all said the same thing. Even here, there's not a trace of line within our field of vision.
Should we try contacting the main beacon again?
Sending someone out right now would be like sending them to their death. Can't do that.
Damn. How can we be like, Floresca, hey, can you manifest for a second? Like, are we left with no options?
Yeah, even though I boasted about proving myself to Spectrica, I don't know what to do right now. The enemy is endless, and no tactics can make up for that.
How can we win?
Suddenly, a beam of light rushes down the stairs, accompanied by panicked shouts. Emergency! Captain Lena! Dark Critters have infiltrated the beacon!
Oh, shit.
Damn it! Did they defeat the entrance team?
Let's hurry over there. Help! Help!
Elixir bless me! The sun bless me! Darkness away! Away! You're speaking like I'm a disaster!
Poggers! Let's go! Calm down, everyone. Friends of Starshard Beacon, don't be afraid. I'm an Illuminator, and these are my friends. Those Dark Critters are your friends?
Miss Graves! It's you!
Phew, thank goodness it's not a real invasion. Everyone, don't panic. She's our friend, and these Dark Critters won't harm anyone. So many Dark Critters!
It's terrifying. This must be a dream. I must have fallen asleep. Is everyone starting to avoid facing reality? Miss Graves, let's talk outside. Blessa, help me calm everyone down. Miss Graves and her Dark Critters are not dangerous. I see, Captain. But even if they're not dangerous, it's better not to let her Dark Critters inside again.
I'm sorry. I was thoughtless.
By the way, Miss Graves, how did you get in?
There's a secret passage that Spectrica once told me about. It seems that she was the one who built it.
Spectrica built a secret passage in Starshard Beacon. Fancia, do you know about this?
I don't. But that explains how she's been issuing commands to light pollution all this time.
In any case, We should quickly have someone seal it off to prevent dark critters from coming in that way. I'll go inform Wuxia right away. Elena leads Lura and her dark critters to a side entrance of Starshard Beacon. This should be far enough from civilians. Going any further will be dangerous. Miss Graves, I never thought we would meet here. Did you come from Earth Caress Beacon?
Yeah. Not long after you left, I came here by land. Did you pass through the Dark Critter horde in the swamp? Amazing.
It's just a piece of cake with us protecting our master.
It was dangerous on the way over. There were many dark critters whose souls had been eroded. There's more of them the closer you get to Starshard Beacon.
Now I see. As you can see, Starshard Beacon is now completely surrounded by dark critters.
Could it be that the Dark Critter Tide is related to soul erosion phenomena you're investigating, Miss Graves? Yes. So, what exactly is the erosion?
Lura tilts her head for a moment, as if considering how to word it.
Lampy, you explain.
Ahem! Let me explain, since I'm a dark critter. Still not used to hearing a dark critter talk. The hell? I'm not used to talking to illuminators either! Anyway, my master and I defeated many eroded dark critters on our way. We found they all had one thing in common. They were covered in high purity darkness.
High purity darkness.
You mean the kind of darkness found in the deepest depths of the Land of Darkness? No. Even in the deepest forest or deepest well, the darkness in this world doesn't even get close to that level of purity. Darkness itself is a substance that naturally evens out over time. Even if, by chance, it gathers as darkness of hard purity, it would melt away like adding a sugar cube to tea. You know we add sugar cubes to tea? Moreover, I'm a fan of black tea.
Do you have a mouth?
Yeah. Lamp Spirit actually isn't the lamp itself.
Right, I forgot that it, like, died and then was in the lamp.
He is... The lamp is his cage, so he doesn't disperse.
Right. Does he have a mouth in there, or did he sip tea before?
Yeah.
And...
I'm gonna read this little bit of thing, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
The special ability of darkness is erosion. Darkness can gradually infiltrate natural matter and suppress other elements. Eroded creatures that contain more darkness than light in them will gradually show characteristics similar to that of dark critters. The higher the purity of the darkness, the stronger its erosion ability is. The souls of dark critters themselves will also be eroded by their own darkness, which prompts them to devour more lives to maintain their soul power.
Huh.
So there is an aspect of the fact that darkness is, like, the source of dark critters, but also is, like, in too much is, like, dangerous to them. Kind of like in the same way that, technically in reality, the act of, like, burning calories to eat, like, to exist, does have the side effect of, like, being somewhat damaging to cells. So, like, you need to keep eating in order to make more cells so that you can exist.
I never thought of it that way, but it's true.
Yeah. It's like a weird little, like, yeah, it turns out making energy so that we live is actually in and of itself dangerous to itself if you do it too much. Anyway,
I get worried about people who are like hardcore athletes. They seem like they really like have a lot of pain later in life.
Yes, especially if you don't do it right. Like certain bodybuilders who like the best bodybuilders of their age, and then like you look at certain aspects of them and later in life, because they just pushed past levels of pain that was like dangerous to them, and they just straight up can't walk properly anymore.
Yeah, man.
I was watching a YouTube video of like the story of one guy who was like the best of his era by a huge margin, but he pushed himself so hard that he actually just destroyed all of his lumbar discs in his spine.
Oh, that's terrible. There was a male ballet dancer, I think my dad told me about, or I think it was like he had some friends who had a son who was in the Nevada Ballet Theater, so I think it was his teacher or something. I heard about this guy who basically tore all of his ligaments in his knee.
Ouch.
But he was able to keep dancing because he had so much muscle around the knee that it completely supported it. And he like didn't need no ligaments, but if he ever like let his leg go, he wouldn't be able to like stand on that leg.
Amazing. Bodies are crazy, man.
Yeah.
Also, I will be very right back. Give me like
All right.
1 minute. I'm not even gonna disappear
No
on
problemo.
screen.
We're just gonna chill for a moment in the night.
And I'm back.
Hey.
Anyway, back to the story. In short, my master's conclusion was that kind of darkness corrupts souls and traps their energy, preventing them from dying. And that widespread occurrence of pure darkness is definitely unnatural. Perhaps someone is secretly using it to trigger a dark critter tide. As for the culprit, you'll have to ask yourselves, Illuminators.
Pure darkness.
Pure darkness is a mysterious substance condensed from highly purified dark element. So its main component is darkness of high purity. It's impossible to occur naturally and is extremely dangerous and untouchable. Pure darkness has a stronger erosive effect than ordinary darkness. It not only suppresses other substances that combine with souls, but also causes all beings to show the characteristics of dark critters. It may even make eroded souls enter the eternal dream world.
That's interesting. That last bit.
Pure darkness.
Oh yeah, I read that one before. Yeah.
I feel like I've heard that term somewhere. Maybe in Dreamland?
I can't remember. I feel like we did.
Well, we can ask around later. The question is, who is spreading pure darkness? And for what purpose?
Could it be light pollution? But I haven't heard of any plans like that within the organization.
I don't think light pollution would deliberately trigger a dark critter tide. Although they want to prove themselves right, it's hard to believe that Illuminators who hate dark critters would do such a thing.
Based on what I know about Kira and Necrotia, neither of them would do this. As for Madame Spectrica,
I don't think she would either.
Spectrica wouldn't do that. But it's still necessary to investigate this further.
Miss Graves, did you come to Starshard Beacon to continue your investigation?
I've got this. Ooh, she's got this. Oh, she's got this! Oh, I thought she was gonna solve all her problems.
Lyra takes out a small device.
What's this? Oh my god, it's the thing in Phasmophobia. We're doing... we're really getting ghosts.
It's a pure darkness detector made by my master.
Oh, it's
With
a
it,
Geiger counter.
We can find the place with the highest concentrations of pure darkness. There might be clues there.
Wow, Miss Graves, you can even make tools.
I wonder who taught her to do that. This is not a secret. She was also taught by
Noxastasia.
by Noxastasia. Like, they've talked about it.
Yeah.
Of course! My master is a student of Sage Noxastasia. Just like Spectrica Starfallen and Intimia Dawnlight. What?
That was a long time ago.
I think this is the first time they spell it out directly, but this is not a surprise.
Yeah. We were all born around the same time and studied under Miss Shade together. Spectrica was good at fighting. I liked to research, and Intimia was good at everything. Man, gifted but lazy. It's surprising to hear that.
See? It was remember how I was talking about how she wasn't the one picking up Intimia when she got wasted?
Yeah.
There we go. Just more of that little background there. So, Miss Graves, do you also know about Spectrica's current situation?
I know she's locked up here.
Could you help me persuade her to stop the war between light pollution and the main beacon?
We don't have a good relationship. Oh no! We were just classmates. And that was a long time ago. I don't know! You seem to be like, oh, she wouldn't do this. Spectre was like that. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
I've got an impression on this. Did Miss Graves mention it in Dreamland? I think she did. Let's not talk about that. The concentration of pure darkness around here keeps increasing. I want to investigate the origin.
I'll go with you.
Alina, you can't leave the beacon right now.
Well, she and the others are doing well, so it should be fine if I leave for a while. Besides, I have to find a way for us to break out of this predicament.
Let's go. Ah, ruins.
The group follows the detector and arrives in a ruin.
This place. I visited it in both Dreamland and reality.
The control device for the Starshard cannon is here. The device crackles.
The concentration is very high.
Master!
Oh no, they gotta get away.
Laura's lamp seems much dimmer and is constantly flickering. It's suffocating here.
Hold on a bit longer. We're going to leave soon.
I feel as if something is strangling me. It's so painful.
Is it...
It's also difficult for dark critters to endure?
How exactly was pure darkness born?
Oh? Is this the...
It's the VR headset developed by Madame Spectrica.
Yeah!
Is this the beacon cannon control device developed by Madame Spectrica? Oh yeah, sorry. It does look like Miss Shade's design.
I wonder if this is the machine. It is. We're gonna be taking that home with us.
Oh.
Why is it still here? I thought that after Spectrica was imprisoned, it would be taken back by the main beacon.
Alina, let's take it with us.
Huh?
Why? You don't want to activate the beacon cannon, do you?
Of course not. But Lumina said that the brainwave apparatus, which is essential for her awakening, has a similar operating principle to this thing.
She told you that manipulating light is like manipulating souls, right?
This is a good opportunity. Maybe it'll be useful for helping Lumina later.
You're right. Alina turns to Laura, who is investigating with the detector. Miss Graves, find any other clues?
Besides the fact that the concentration of pure darkness is indeed high here, I haven't found anything useful.
Alright then. Alina looks a little disappointed. I thought there might be a discovery to help Starshard Beacon.
There's nothing we can do. Let's retrieve this device and leave.
Alright. I think Miss Graves' lamp is also nearing its limit.
Oh no. Well, how can it foam without a mouth?
Francia, help me dismantle this side of the device. The two remove the control device. There's a sound.
It's dark critters. A large number of dark critters are rushing towards us. When we disconnected this thing, I'll try to lure them away, says Laura.
It says Laura. Miss Graves, but you...
I can make my way out. You two go first. Alina, run! Miss Graves' light will allow her to protect herself inside the dark critter tide.
Are we leaving others behind and fleeing again? I don't want that!
There's no other way. Let's take the control device with us for now.
Video game time, baby!
They gotta fight their way out.
You encountered a dark critter tide on your way back to Starshard Beacon with the control device. Alright, come on. There we go.
You can do it, little pewter. Phew! How far are we from Starshard Beacon?
Not so far, I guess. The light of the beacon is becoming brighter.
Oh, I don't know why I never noticed the little things on her dress light up.
Yeah.
But the number of dark critters in our way doesn't get any lesser. We have to proceed while wiping them out now.
Easy.
Damn.
Darn. We've only stopped for a short moment and the dark fog got so much thicker. If we don't dispel the fog soon enough.
This dark fog is the harbinger, indicating that the torrent is not far from us. We need to hurry up. We can't fail Miss Graves.
Okay. Grab this. Look how dark it's getting.
Oof. Oh no. There are more and more dark critters.
How did it end up like this? Damn it! Oh.
Why don't we just leave those dark critters alone for now and bring the control device back to the beacon first?
No. If we go back like this, we'll bring the dark critter tide back to Starshard Beacon.
Then what should we do? This fog will only become increasingly thicker. If the light from the beacon is blocked completely, we'll never find our way back.
I'll be the one who says this line this time, but calm down, Fancia. We don't know if this device can really awaken Lumina. So let the beacon take... So we can't let the beacon take risks simply because of this gadget. We'll eliminate as many as possible here for now. Maybe the dark critters will be driven away, or at least change direction.
Can a single stone change the flow of a river?
Let's give it a try.
I'm pretty sure that's a Chinese
proverb.
Idiom. Proverb.
Let's give it a try. I really don't want to burden the Illuminators guarding the beacon anymore. Besides, I also want to have a good fight.
I see. Then let's give it a try. Big fight. Beat the shit out of him. So this is one of those survive bits, huh?
係啦，音就越嚟越多啦。可以消滅到幾多就消滅幾多，唔可以俾暗獸條衝去燈塔嗰邊。
Slay as many as we can. We can't lead the Dark Critter Tide back to the beacon. Whoop. Whoop.
Uh-oh. Y'all's health.
Damn it.
God damn. You had heals left.
I messed up. It's fine.
Ah. Alright.
Game, please. I'm trying to counter. Okay, let's do this again, but with less dying.
All right.
Just change the Dark Critter's travel route a little, and we can secure the beacon.
Change the flow of the river with a stone. You can do it! God, it really is dark though.
Yep. Slay as many as we can. We can't lead the Dark Critter Tide back to the beacon. There we go.
Woo! Survived. Alina, we can't stay here any longer.
But we've already defeated so many Dark Critters. We're winning! In the dream, we won like this!
Alina, it's already...
Countless Dark Critters surround the two of them. It's all my fault. Fancia, run.
It's too late! The Dark Critters are closing in!
Darkness engulfs everything.
Is everything over? Mildia...
It's all because I was too reckless. A beam of light appears. We're still alive.
Who saved us? It was my dark critters that covered you two.
Standing beside them is Lura Grave, with only a few dark critters left by her side.
That was close.
Ha! Don't forget to thank us for saving your lives! Thank you.
By the way, where's the Starshard cannon's control device?
Oh no! I couldn't protect the device!
I don't see it.
Maybe it got crushed by the dark critters, or got smacked away somewhere. I used so much effort just to get it. Alina lowers her head, showing a rare expression of depression. I thought, with our power, we could... Illuminators should be able to defeat dark critters, right?
Oh no, Alina, having a crisis. The land of darkness is endless, and our light will always illuminate only a small part of it. Don't push yourself.
Thank you for your guidance, Miss Graves.
I hope Alina doesn't get discouraged. You should go back to the beacon. I'll continue investigating the pure darkness. If I have any leads, I'll let you know. Man.
Indeed.
Man. Mysterious that all the dark critters wanted that thing, though.
What an interesting character to get a blessing from. How odd.
I thought she was a dream.
Although we'd been tenaciously resisting, there were endless dark critters. Miss Graves suddenly appeared and told us new information. The pure darkness that causes the dark critters to go crazy had abnormally increased in the vicinity of Starshard Beacon. Maybe someone is deliberately triggering a dark critter tide. Aline and I went to the vicinity of Starshard Beacon to investigate together with Miss Graves, and we found that the highest concentration of pure darkness was near the Starshard cannon's activation device. Although we didn't find any other clues, I thought that this device might actually be the brainwave apparatus Lumina mentioned, so I wanted to take it away. However, the Dark Critter tide was getting close. Vanciel and Alina, who had a narrow escape, returned to Starshard Beacon. After greeting the Arb Rangers at the entrance, they're unexpectedly welcomed by Fabrica at the hall door.
Welcome back. Darkness disturbance detected.
Feels like darkness had entered my lungs.
Fabrica, why aren't you with Lumina? Doctor, examining her. Diagnosis, no abnormalities.
I'm sorry, the
What you
way that those the doctor examining her, for some reason the way you said that, it just made me think of the fucking darkness imprisoned in me, all that I see, absolute horror.
Oh, I forgot about that.
And I was just like, why did that come into my head?
Doctor, examining her. Yeah, no, Fabrica is spitting straight bars right now. Oh, I forgot. I asked the doctor in Starshard Beacon to examine Lumina's condition.
Yeah. We've been taking care of her for such a long time, it's time to check on her.
I don't know how Genia took care of her when we were at Light Pollution Space. I hope she's fine.
Fabrica, bring Lumina to her room after the examination is over.
Roger. Estimated remaining time, 1 hour. Like she's estimating a download time. Autonomous cleaning activated.
Fabrica happily runs off to grab a broom and starts cleaning the dirty floor on her own. When did she learn to do chores by herself?
I think someone might have been asking her to work when we weren't looking.
Oh no, you can't let someone else teach her in the wrong way. Alina shows her usual cheerful smile again.
Alina, when you were facing the Dark Critter Tide just now, why were you so stubborn?
I'm sorry, Fancia. All I was thinking was to defend the beacon.
You're the captain of the Arbor Rangers now. You can't behave like a child. I know the situation is tough right now. But there's always a way to pull through.
There's a way. Always a way. Fancia, I can understand how Spectrica feels now.
I finally managed to leave light pollution, and now you're thinking about joining them.
No! But I'm wondering if there really was a weapon that could solve all our problems once and for all.
I hope so too. I hope that one day, daylight will truly return. That would be a dream come true. Oh!
I get to laugh at innocuous things and make you go like, oh no!
No! I was considering it like, heh, a dream come true means a lot of things in this sense, but also, no! I don't know what you're cackling about. Ah! Ah!
Alina pats her own cheeks. But dreams are still dreams. You have to
Nice
face
sound
reality. I completely understand that now. It's the lesson I learned from what happened earlier.
You really know how to summarize and speak as a captain.
As a leader, I often had to make speeches in front of everyone.
That was just a compliment out of courtesy. You don't look so downhearted now. Do you have a plan?
I have a rough idea. I still need to carefully think it through. Maybe I should discuss it with Discuss it? My fucking lisp is coming back. What the fuck? Maybe I should discuss it with Wishy and the others.
I think it's a little bit of a tongue twister. If you aren't being careful.
Shall we have a strategy meeting later?
Go ahead. I'll follow your lead. I want to contact Lumina in Dreamland as soon as possible and tell her that we didn't get the brainwave apparatus. Maybe she knows where we can find a similar device. Probably has something to do with Noxastasia again.
Got it. Well, then, have a good dream, Fancia.
Have a nice dream. I was just thinking of Ange.
Have a nice dream.
A nice dream. Wait, what was the line?
I forget.
What was the line? Wait, no. I mean, literally the last line Fancia had. I hope when I wake up, you'll have a battle plan ready. There we go.
In Fancia and Alina's room, Starshard Beacon.
Ooh, they're sharing a room.
I know. Even though it was a guest room for the captain, it was still filled with junk.
Good evening.
Oh,
Good evening, Fabrica. Lumina. She's here.
Epigorl. Honk Shuin.
Her true form is pretty. She does look like someone asleep. The ring. The ring. Here. Vancia, ready to rest? I guess so. Please keep us safe, Fabrica. Thank you. Time to also honk shoe.
Honk Shuin time, baby! Vancia sinks into another special dreamland.
What is Dreamland? All in all.
It's a prison.
Really? But
Come, Vancia. Welcome. Ah. Here comes the...
what's wrong? Lumina? Where am I? Welcome!
It's Missile!
Welcome!
Welcome!
This is the beautiful resort of Starshard Beacon. Another Lumina? It's been so long since we've seen a daylight scene.
I know.
It's me. Why are you here? I came to see the Lumina I know.
I mean, you know this Lumina too. Don't be rude.
After seeing you communicate through Dreamland, I wanted to try it too. I can't let her have all the benefits. What do you want to do? I also want to propose a trade, Vancia. I know that Ruthless Illuminator wants to kill me with some kind of device. Do you have it already? The device to rectify souls? Maybe. My proposal is, when erasing the personality, you can slightly change the target that's about to be erased. Girl, you're both, like a different aspect of the same person. Just stop being tsundere and freaking become the same person already. A bitch is allowed to be conflicted. That's my part of the deal, right? What about you? First, tell me what the other me can give you. Oh, information about Inlixa, right? My poor, dear old friend. She can never wake up again. Vancia, don't disturb her. I'll try and wake Madame Inlixa up, even if there's only a slight possibility.
Huh?
For the sake of the sun, huh? But why don't you look up? The sun is right there. The sunlight above Starshard Beacon is particularly dazzling, and the flowers in the flower beds are shining brightly. This is a dream! No, this is reality. As long as you live here, this is reality. If you're willing to trust me, I can make it even more real than reality. If you make a deal with me, I'll tell you how to return to Dreamland. Not just you, but all your friends, family, and even enemies. Even those who have died. Hildia! Not bad, is it? Look at the Starshard beacon where we are now. And think about the Starshard beacon you'll face when you wake up. Think about where you truly belong. I'm trying to help you. Don't disturb the communication between Lumina and me like this ever again. I am the true Lumina Full Moon. I don't like deceiving others, and I don't like empty promises, so I'll give you a gift right now.
Dark Lumina reaches out her hand and emits a gentle light that envelops Fancia.
What is this? What have you done? I have given you a way to enter Dreamland. Oh, interesting. It's similar to the ring that Lumina gave you, but my power is on a different level. I have some stories to show you. Maybe you'll like them. You're welcome. Feel free to visit my world anytime. Oh, so that's where the blessing flower with her comes into play.
Mm-hmm.
I'll consider it. Alright, so in my opinion, I think both of the Luminas are fucked up. in equally complementary ways, like literally like a yin yang, you know. Like reflections of each other, just the same amount of fucked up but applied in different areas. And I think they need to recombine to make one complicated girl instead of trying to kill each other.
Huh, Fancia. You're awake. Ah, I see. Fell asleep holding Lumina's ring. Did you dream about her?
No. I had a nightmare.
Don't be discouraged. Dreams are always unpredictable. Try again next time. No time to deal with Lumina for now, anyway.
I know that. Have you figured out how to repel the tide?
Yes.
Ooh.
I discussed it with the others, and although they were reluctant, they admitted it was the only way left.
What is it?
The lady
no.
takes a deep breath and speaks slowly. We have to give up defending Starshard Beacon.
Oh no. We retreat?
Continuing the sacrifice here is meaningless.
Where should we retreat to?
Main beacon. We go on foot.
Can't we go by sea? Not with everybody.
The harbor has been completely destroyed by dark critters. Besides, it's difficult to fight if we're attacked at sea. The risks are too high. Going by land is better for large-scale migration, as long as we stay in formation and get our plans in order.
It seems you've thought it through.
Yes, this plan will definitely succeed.
Do they just leave Spectrica?
It must succeed. We must let everyone live to see the light of the main beacon.
And we'll get a better idea of what's going on over there.
The next day, in the hall of Starshard Beacon. That's it. As the captain of the Arbor Rangers, I declare the evacuation plan. Alina announces her decision loudly to all Illuminators present. Contrary to the doubts she anticipated, the room falls silent.
Are we really giving up on this place?
My home. Our home.
We'll come back. I promise you all in the name of Starkiss.
Yes, everyone. We're not giving up. We're just leaving temporarily.
I'm exhausted, but there's still a long way to go. Must we leave? Stay and the tide will eventually end. Many Illuminators will die on the road. I might as well die at home.
Everyone must evacuate. Not a single Illuminator should be left behind.
Not even Spectrica.
Not even Spectrica.
We've been fighting for so long. Can't we just rest? You could voice her. I was just like noticed her from
Arbor
before.
Rangers. You should understand us too. Yes, I understand. It's because I understand. I'd like everyone here to trust us. I know everyone has been fighting hard to defend our homeland. But what really constitutes a home? Is it the beacon? No! It's called home because it's a place where Illuminators live. Illuminators are more important than beacons. Only when Illuminators remain alive can beacons be built. Without Illuminators, empty beacons can't emit light. To make Starshard Beacon shine again, I beg you all to leave with us.
Right on, Alina. Let's go. Everyone, please, we beg you.
We promise to protect everyone on this journey.
Fine. This is the last time.
Since the captain said so.
Thank you. I mean, that's you.
Thank you.
Everyone, get ready.
Fancia urges the audience to pack their belongings.
Aside from food and water, we must make sure to protect Fabrica and Lumina on the road.
Please trust us. Trust the Arbor Rangers.
Alina gave a really good speech. She did. Right on. She knew what was important.
She does
Continue.
know what's important.
Set off? Yes, we're going back to the main beacon. Main beacon, nickname for Everbright Beacon. Yes. The place where the sun used to be. Hopefully Madame Bonfia can answer all our questions.
Suddenly, an Illuminator wearing shackles enters the hall.
Is this the plan that the hero of Starshard Beacon came up with? To escape?
Spectrica, we're just relocating.
It's the same thing! Driven out of the beacon by dark critters. This is truly a disgrace for Illuminators.
Spectrica Starfall! Alina steps forward, staring at Spectrica. I'm warning you. Mind your words. What we all need most right now is unity.
Huh. Warning. You know what? Good for Alina. Let's fucking go. What gives you the right to warn me?
Don't forget you're our prisoner. According to the laws of the main beacon, and as the captain of the Arbor Rangers, I can end you.
Damn. Madam Spectrica, please understand our decision.
Vancia quickly steps forward, diffusing the tense atmosphere.
Both the Arbor Rangers and Light Pollution should cooperate right now.
God, I'm so looking forward to, like, late in the next chapter.
Ah!
You get to fight her,
Oh?
and she starts talking smack, and I was like, oh man, I'm 1v1ing you with Alina. Fuck swapping characters.
Oh shit.
It was so good! Oh my
I can't
god!
wait.
The
I'll try
fight was
to
so much fun.
I'll try to voice all that. That sounds awesome. Take off my shackles, return my Illumi arms, and then we can talk about cooperation.
That's impossible. I'll take you back to the main beacon, and Madame Bonfia shall decide your fate. Till then, you'll walk in the center of the group. The Arbor Rangers will be responsible for your safety. With that, Alina leaves the hall without looking back. Spectrica remains silent for a moment before showing a subtle smile.
Alina. Now you're more like a qualified Arbor Ranger captain for me to talk with. Like Intimia?
About half a day later. So, how's the situation with the Dark Critter Tide now?
We just got through a wave, and there are fewer dark critters now. Another wave will come in about 2 hours.
Good. Let's take advantage of this break. Wuxia, tell everyone to get ready and depart.
Got it. Depart in the arranged order and formation. Let's go! Keep it up, Fabrica. Guarding body.
I'm so nervous. My light has turned yellow.
May the sages and the Lord of Dark Critters protect us. The Lord of Dark Critters protect us.
Yeah. That's an old person saying that. I wonder how long it will take. And so, the great retreat of Starshard Beacon begins.
Man.
And they made it safely, and nobody died.
Interesting that you've got a combat section loading right now.
As I say that.
Yeah.
There were no hiccups on the way. No dark critters
Clearly.
made it into the group.
Clearly. Alina, what's this?
Seems to be a signpost left by a transportation team.
A signpost? Maybe we can use it.
Maybe.
Ha!
It works!
This will make it easier to guide the rest of the troops.
Long press A to inject light energy and turn on the street light. If there weren't people who had invested in infrastructure, we wouldn't have society. Keep stunning locking the other one, Fancia. Fancia, no! Ah, I fucked up.
Can't see ya!
I mistimed my iframe. I'm bad.
No!
Minor gameplay error.
揾下有冇其他信標先啦。
I will never recover from this humiliation. Oh, right. What's going on? It's getting darker and darker.
It's the dark fog created by the dark critter tide. There are too many of them. The vision has become so narrow, but now it's better.
I have to find a signpost to dispel the fog as soon as possible. Oh, look at that cleave! That wasn't even on purpose!
Whoa!
This is why I say, like, I love this game, because sometimes you do something really cool and you're like, damn, that wasn't even
Aww.
planned. That was just gaming there. But, like, it's something that you see it happen, you're like, actually, I could have done that on purpose. I could do that next time, and then you do it next time on purpose, and you're like, damn!
Oh, sweet. That's cool.
Hey, look.
Oh, what was that line?
Oh, it's just, that's a big dark critter. It's another warden! Hunt. Hunt. Warden. It's that troublemaker again.
So this is how it looks?
Well, it's
I guess it
angry.
makes sense that it's a big
it's
fan.
red now. We've seen it before.
Should we... Yeah, I just kind of forgot it looked like a fan, but that makes sense. Should we avoid it? Was it like green before?
No. It's on... All of the dark critters used to be blue. They're red now because they're all eroded.
Gotcha.
No, it's on the path we're taking. The main force will eventually run into it. Let's handle this trouble ourselves.
We defeated it in our dream, and we can do it again in reality.
We also defeated
Even if it is cherry flavored now.
Oop. None of that. I forgot he leaves a field below him. That's annoying. None of that. Stop that. Oh, that's not the right button. Ah, it was the right button, but I wasn't in the right. I've never seen that move before. Why did I get... Why was I in... Okay, that was really funny.
Got
Worth
him.
it. Absolutely worth it. I did so badly, but it was worth it anyway. Just for that, put down a bunch of traps, have him roll over it, and die. Nice work. We finished it off before our main force came.
It was a tough one.
What's going on? Has the team caught up?
No problem. Thanks to the signposts you left. That's good.
Let's continue, explore ahead, and clear obstacles.
I'm still a bit worried about Fabrica and Lumina.
I specifically assigned Arbor Rangers to protect them. And we know how strong Fabrica is. There's no need to worry about them. Among so many illuminators, their lights aren't that noticeable.
Now, the most dazzling one should be Alina.
Hold on a little longer. Once we reach a relatively safe place, I'll ask everyone to rest. The journey is still long, so we mustn't rush.
Alina, you're giving off such big Arbor Ranger energy right now.
I can't believe the captain of the Arbor Rangers is the captain of the Arbor Rangers.
Yeah. Alright, I'm definitely, I think, a little EP.
Alright, we have been at this for 3.5 hours, so...
We did start later than usual.
Indeed. We did start a little later than usual, because we were busy...
Yakuzaing.
Yakuzaing. I wanted to try and see if I can get, like, a regular, 8 o'clock start time.
Okay, yeah, as long as we let everybody know, I'm sure it'll work out.
Yeah. Beyond that, let's see if there is anyone I could send you guys off to. Just give my computer a second to not die. As I open Twitch.
Hayami's streaming Apollo Justice.
Hayami is streaming Apollo Justice. Oh shit. Maybe I should send you guys to Hayami.
Are we gonna see our boy Apollo?
I've been thinking about every time he gets brought up. I'm just thinking about that stupid that timeline tree where it's
yeah.
like it branches off with one is the first branch is whether or not Phoenix goes to Britain. And on the goes to Britain side, there's Britain makes him go insane and he starts punching people, which is the MVC timeline.
Yeah. And then there's the Apollo.
And then on the other side, Apollo gets brain damage.
Apollo gets brain damage.
Get brain damage.
Brain damage, yeah. So I did remember it right. Oh man.
All right. Well. The raid has been started.
Woo!
And, yeah, so, you might have noticed that there's a side story.
I did.
It's,
Yeah, I remember the really weird dream that was the first one a long time ago.
Yes. Now, there's more. You get to have more dreams.
Whoa. Looking forward to that next week. I guess that should have been foreshadowing that the first one was in a dream. Within a dream.
Alright, well.
Man.
As always, have a good day, have a good evening, have a wonderful rest of your night. And Be good. Bye.
Good night.